The recap is simply, we went around town for about half a day, and Ian collected so much duck memorabilia that he chose his subclass to be related to a duck. That is it. We did nothing meaningful.
I don't know if I want to give you
We literally
inspiration,
ducked off and did something else.
Like, no, you don't have to give me inspiration because we didn't do anything meaningful. That's it. That is the session.
Okay, Jay, I must stop you right there. Look, our beach episode was fun. Okay? I know
This
it was
wasn't a-
filler and you didn't like it, but
Was it a
was
beach
fun.
Got to feed
episode,
the
though?
ducks.
You know what, Andy? For your pun, you may have the inspiration.
Yay!
Wow.
I got 2 inspirations.
Wow, I
now.
actually attempted recap for once, and he made a half-assed pun, and he got it.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm
to
a
be
little
fair, your
upset.
inspiration, your recap was shit, Jay.
It was a recap. No one else did it.
All right, fine. You can have inspiration as well.
No,
mean-
you made your choice.
Andy's already got inspiration. You can't have double. So Andy's kind of.
Can I have double inspiration so I can roll twice?
No.
Do you actually
Damn it.
already have inspiration, Andy?
Yes, I do. I've not used it
Then-
for 3 sessions.
Fine, then I'll take the damn inspiration.
Yeah, I have my inspiration still too. It's been a while since we've needed to use them.
I mean,
Yeah, because you know...
Heat, you physically can't roll below like a 17. Why do you need inspiration?
I can't help that Roko is blessed by Recyclia.
It's not just Roku, it's like you in general.
It's
like,
you!
yeah, at this point, like every time I DM for Heat, I'm just giving him a minus like 20% on whatever he dies to balance it out.
Hey man, I don't roll that good in frickin' Yeah,
That's
in
better
Rogue- in
D20
Rogue
Yeah,
to
no,
Trader,
no.
man. Yeah, D100s, I don't roll like crazy good in Rogue Trader.
Okay, so Michael, we figured it out. Switch us to a D100 system. That will
Okay.
balance Heat out.
All right, everyone, we're switching to a D100 system. Take whatever modifiers you have, multiply by 5, not including your health or AC or speed.
In any case, Michael, if you're ready to get started.
Yep. All right. So after taking some well-deserved downtime and spending the riches you had accumulated, I will say for those of you who are more socially observant, which at this point I'm not sure who that is.
Me.
Roko.
Yeah, Roko's pretty socially observant.
You guys have been hearing on, we'll say your 6th day off. You guys have been hearing a lot of, you've been hearing a lot of like talk of someone called the Ash Knight, down in the Wooden Flagon, near the Tree Trunk Market. From what you've heard, he seems like he was also at the Battle of what the folks around here are now dubbing the Battle of Elder Hearts. What was the word? Hold on, let me find my notes. The Battle of the Bandit Raids. Really, that's it? Okay. Anyway. No, can't stop playing today.
Okay.
From what you heard, he, from what you guys know, just kind of out of base knowledge that most of you would have, you know that knights are typically rare. They tend to be perch guard who have shown such valor and skill that they get kind of a promotion and are duty to guarding the realm. So you've heard those rumors. If anyone want to investigate that, you may. If not, we will move on.
You know what? I'll go and investigate.
You know,
this.
unironically, I want to investigate that.
Yeah, so Roko's curious about the Ash Knight. I think the whole party's interested, except maybe, I don't have no idea if Liren is.
He's just reading his book.
Lyra,
Should I
you-
roll investigate?
Alright, so all of you are going to investigate then.
Turn on the music right.
I will take that as a yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you all go to the tree trunk market and look for the wooden flagon. It's not very hard to find, as you see that it is very bustling at the moment. Lots of people kind of crowding around the entrance and kind of sitting and drinking outside. When you get inside, I don't have a map for this, but I do have a music for you.
Oh boy, music.
Sure, why not? So you enter this place and you see sitting at the bar what looks to be a Stig, and you're like, who's wearing this kind of like chain shirt with a spear by his side, and you're like, oh, that must be him. And then you can kind of see like someone passing by, and you hear a raptor say, look, it's Ash Knight. And as he's pointing, he's not pointing towards the Stig you saw, but another Stig. Except this one is very short. It's probably standing about 3.5 foot tall. Which
Taller
is
than me, so I'm impressed.
He's you can see he has this sort of helmet with a large plume on the top of it. What seems to be this sort of like plate armor. Seems to be on the heavier side, and a well-decorated sword to his side and a shield resting upon his back. And you can see him drinking. You can see him sitting there with a flagon in one talon and an open hand in the other, telling his tales of valor and glory in the recent battles, as people have been inquiring, probably for the good last week.
Go and look to him and was he in the Battle of Alderheart when they were being attacked?
From what you've heard
he
of the
said that.
rumors, yeah, from what you've heard of the rumors, he was in the city when all that happened. He did participate in its defense, along with the pursuit of the bandits who had made off with a good deal of wealth.
I have a question.
Answer.
Can I insight to see how full of shit he is about these stories? And if he's full of shit?
Getting a listen in, yeah, you may make an investigation check as he's telling about how...
Investigation or insight?
I mean, sorry, insight, wrong eye.
14.
Okay, so as he's telling how during the battle, when he was standing with the Perch Guard, he took on 3 bandits by himself. And as you're listening to his tale, holy crap, yeah, it seems like he's telling the truth. Like, he legitimately took 3 bandits on by himself as he went to the aid of a...
I could do that.
Yeah, Rocco just kind of shrugged. Meh, half the people here can do that.
Still, his gear is pretty impressive. Not usually much of a thief anymore, but damn, that would probably make us a fine penny. Fine copper piece.
Yeah, but I think it's actually still referred
Not
to as a
very-
penny, because that's why they're
not
copper
very
in the first place.
Enough.
Not very impressive.
I mean, yeah. I just gotta look to Ian and say, "What, you're gonna challenge him to a fight or something?"
You know, that's a good idea. I'm gonna walk up to him.
So,
all right.
you...
I'm just gonna go to Rocco and say, "Excellent. Now we need to find corn or something because I want to watch this shit with some food to eat."
Would love to fight him.
You know, I heard
Alright,
if you heat it up, it's kind of nice and flaky.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
As you approach the Stig, he said, he looks at you, friendly face, with a kind of like friendly, would-be smile if he did not have a beak. Looks at you and says, "Well, hello, how do you do?"
Good.
Oh, what? You look familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before?
Have I seen him somewhere before?
I will say, make me a general intelligence check. We'll say history.
Ooh. 6.
Hard to place it. You're not entirely certain. He's like,
I don't know. Have you?
Let me pull up a sheet and let him give a chance to make that check.
It's curious because he might be mistaking me for another pronghorn because apparently they're really rare.
Mind you, you're big even for a pronghorn, aren't you?
Oh, I'm about average for a pronghorn actually.
Okay.
Let me see here.
A pronghorn is just fucking
Yeah.
freakishly huge.
Let me
It's
see here.
it's fine, Ian. I have the enlarge spell. You can be bigger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he said it was only 3 foot, so.
He
3 foot
stares at you for a moment and he goes, "Oh, I know where you're from. I saw you on the way to the march to the bandit camp."
Hmm.
Hey, weren't you with that group that went out to flank the backside, weren't you?
Yes.
Ah, good work there. So you've got plenty of good stories to tell then. Come, sit, let's have a drink.
Wow. All right. Fuck. Okay. Ian's just gonna sit down. It's like this wasn't the purpose when I walked over here.
Oh, well, what could I do for you then, son?
I was curious if you'd be interested in a friendly duel.
Do you say? Make me a persuasion check.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. That's his second lowest stat. 10.
10?
Wait, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Inspiration. I want to fight him. That's performance. Fuck!
Well, dude, you're still
I'll
an
take
11,
your-
dude. You
I'll
always
take
take
the
your
11.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the 11, but he looks at you and says, you know, how about in a bit, alright? He gives you a pat on the back. Friendly duel.
I wager coin.
You're a confident one, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell you what, why don't we have a few drinks first before we get on to that?
Sure.
Let's get the crowd a good show, eh? Whatnot?
Sure. I'm going to place down my extremely intimidating Ducky Maul and begin to drink with him.
Duly noted. So, as you're drinking with him, he kind of starts asking you for stories of like, so what would it like attacking the flank? Brought into any resistance?
Define resistance.
Yeah, bandits, you know. What kind of things were they doing with your folks back there? Get any nasty ones?
I don't really know. Usually when I fight, I kind of just black out, and I come to, and people are dead.
You're... Huh. Not me. I prefer to stay focused when I'm fighting, you know? Try to outmaneuver the enemy and all that.
Mm.
But that's neither here nor there. Oh, how rude of me to not introduce myself. And he holds out his talons. I'm Riffin, the Ash Knight.
Riffin?
Riffin. I will spell that in chat for you.
Alright. I feel like I got it right. Yeah, I got it right. Ian.
Pleasure to meet you, Ian. So, out of curiosity, what made you come along for the bandit raid?
Sounded like fun.
Fighting spirit. I'm assuming. Do you do anything else besides that?
I carve wood. Occasionally.
Like anything nice?
Fuck. I don't think I've actually carved anything to show him. Wait, no, I think I do.
Carve the talk. I think.
Did
No,
you
I
carve
think
that like really nice figure of yourself?
Didn't he
I
sell
did
that?
that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I sold that.
You did, didn't you?
Did I forget if I made a second one?
You made a second one, but it didn't turn out well. That's what happened
Yeah,
last session.
No, I remember. No, I did actually, because I just looked. I rolled a nat 20 on a fucking woodcarver's tools check.
Yeah, I'm
And I'm
fairly
pretty sure
certain you did.
it was like it was a statue of me and a duck, I think, and I'm just gonna. I guess I'll take it out and put it on the table.
Interesting subject matter, but impressive nonetheless. Is that mahogany?
Yes.
You've got a good set of hands on you then. Good for you, mate.
Gonna hold up my fucking hands. Probably scarred to shit and fucking humongous, but I don't know.
He's sitting down and enjoying his drinks. Do you have anything you want to ask him before you guys go on your
No.
before you guys go brawling?
No. Ian's sole purpose is to beat the living shit out of this guy to see if he's what he says he is.
Alrighty then. So. Alright then. So what you're gonna. Alright, so after you guys finish another round of drinks, he says, alright! He kind of stands up on a chair and says, alright, everybody, looks like this brave young man here wants to give me a good fight. Let's see what he's got. And he looks at you. So, when we get to about... So, in terms of setting the rules for this engagement, essentially what he's saying is to half health.
To half health? Alright.
So, good to you?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Yeah, clear some space, people. We will keep this into theater of the mind again, since I did not think you were gonna go and try to brawl with the Ash Knight.
Yep.
So we will say.
I mean, if you just put the tokens out on the map, you can roll initiative.
Yeah, let me do that for you. I was not expecting this is what we were gonna be doing right now.
You speak of an Ashen Knight and you expect the barbarian to not want to fight him?
Nah, that's fair.
Oh, he's so small.
Oh, I recognize him. He's on the cover work.
He is.
I also fought with him
Oh,
when
is
my
he the-
DM used him as well.
All right, roll me. Let me get the initiative tracker up. All right, roll me some initiative. Nice. All right. So.
This could be really ugly.
All
I'm
right.
kind of
Well.
hoping it will be. To be honest.
All right. Let me get that up for you. Okay.
You
so.
know, I'm kind of just hoping when if Ian hits him pretty good that the duck just kind of quacks or something.
Oh, don't worry. It will quack during this bout.
No, it only does it when you get a critical.
I just like to see
That's
him
how you
get a
know.
critical and down him in one hit, but like Ober does, just kills him with it, just cracks him into dust.
If I
Alright.
kill him, I'm gonna feel so bad.
All right.
I got healing potions. Don't worry.
All right. So as you two kind of move into the center of the floor, you see that the staff and the bar patrons kind of like move out and move like tables and chairs with them, and you can just kind of see the atmosphere rising. As you guys go, you see someone in the middle just go, okay, on my mark and mark. And Ian, you're the first to react. What are you doing?
Oh, cool. Rage,
Okay.
obviously.
Of course.
Going to then walk straight up to him, and I'm gonna fucking beat his ass. 22.
That'll hit.
11 damage.
All right, you get a good crack at him.
Quack.
He seems like he's hold on. He seems like not. It definitely had an effect, but it's like he's definitely seen worse.
Yep.
Like not a bad arm there, and oh my god, I did not mean to. There we go. There we go.
As he swings, Ian's gonna reach up and squeak the duck and make it and impose disadvantage on his attack.
Alright. Okay, so the first roll is going to be at disadvantage. Alright. So, first attack. You can see him pull out a short sword and it goes for you.
Yep.
11.
Nope.
Alright, second attack. Does a 14 hit.
That is my AC.
Alright. Alright, good roll for him. That's 7 points of piercing reduced down to 3.
3.
Alright. And that will be his action. Alright, that'll be him. It is your turn.
Once again, we go. 17.
That misses.
If all right. Fuck.
I
Happening.
really want to crack reality here and give Ian a second shot.
No, that's fine. I anticipated him having a high AC because he's got like the armor and the shield.
Surprised you weren't recklessing.
I'm gonna
You're
look around.
goddamn right. All right, never mind. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
While
forgot
this is
that goes
happening, can I look around and see if there's anybody that's willing to wager 5 gold pieces?
Sure. I'll say roll me a persuasion check. As you're trying to like get people to bet with you. You're not finding. You find someone who's willing
Okay,
to bet
I'm
5 silver.
gonna be cracking reality for that one though.
Okay, sure.
Temporal errors.
Nice.
Only
You
still
find-
get the 7.
All right. Well, you find someone who's willing to bet 5 silver.
And I'll do that. Why not?
Who are you betting on?
I'll bet on Ian.
All right. Next. All right. It's the Ashen Knight's turn. He will take 2 more attacks against you.
I'm gonna impose disadvantage on the first one again.
All right. Well, he rolled an 8 both times, so I doubt that hits.
No, that does not hit.
All right, and that is a 19.
19 will most definitely hit.
All right, you take. Whoops, I was supposed to roll the damage on that. There we go. You take 6 points of slashing or piercing damage, reduced to 3.
All right.
It is your turn again. He's like,
I'm.
as you're doing like squeaking the duck in front of him, he's like, interesting tactic you got. He's like, interesting tactic you got. Yeah.
We
It's
will-
like, what tactic?
We shall reckless now. Hiya. Natural 20.
All right, go for it.
20 damage.
20 damage.
All right. He goes, whew. Yeah, over there. But he doesn't seem like he's given up quite yet.
Quite yet. All right, cool. Now he has advantage on me.
You can make it flat roll with your squeak, though.
I was about to say, I'm gonna make the first one a flat roll with my squeak.
You got it. All right. Sword strike. Ooh, nope, that is a miss.
All right.
All right, and next attack though, at advantage.
Yep.
Does a 22 hit?
Most definitely.
All right, you take 6 points of piercing, reduced to 3.
Ooh, he's getting close. He's getting close.
Yeah, you can tell he's getting pretty tired as well.
I was
You're
saying,
saying, what?
one more good hit from him will put me over.
Yeah, but you're feeling like you guys seem to be very evenly matched at the moment. So
All right, cool. Once again, we shall reckless. He
Go.
20
20. All right, let's see if you do enough.
is 20. Does 20 hit?
20 does hit.
12 damage. Nice.
Well, he so when you get him with a good crack and it kind of like pushes him back a couple feet, and he goes, ugh. All right, you got a good hit on me. And he kind of like lowers his posture. He's like, well done. As he seems to be forfeiting.
All right.
Yeah,
Dude, this
Very well
dude's
just
got
clap.
near 100 hit points.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not to be messed around with.
12,
Yeah.
32.
Ooh.
Yep.
I gotta
But
say,
Ian's gonna like calm himself down. Like, yep.
He took 41 hits, so yeah, 80.
Damn. Varian's just gonna.
Or
yeah,
he
just-
forfeited before he got there. He said he forfeited, not that I won.
That's what the forfeit meant, is that you
Yeah,
don't
he-
you have health.
Yeah,
Alright.
you got him past half health.
Alright, cool.
Good.
Varian's just gonna laugh as the patron just hands him the coin, or if he does.
He will give you your 5 silver.
Cheers. Thanks, mate. And I'm gonna go up to you, Lyron, since he did give me that boost. I'll give him 2 silver of my winnings. And whenever Ian's done, I will give him 3 of the silver. So basically, I made no profit on that. I just
Fair
kind of wanted it, but for no reason. I'm just gonna slip it in his pocket.
The Ash Knight seems like he's taking the loss pretty well, and is Ian's. All right, we'll give Ian a minute to get back.
Can I roll sleight of hand to see if I can stealthily just slip in his pocket without him noticing?
Who, Ian?
Yeah.
Sure thing, go for it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will add that to his character sheet, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
if he actually notices.
Probably not.
Andy is doing all the rogue things were in reverse. He's willingly breaking stealth. He is not stealing but contributing gold to the party. It's weird. The reverse rogue.
The anti-rogue.
Yeah.
The nega rogue.
You.
I said that once. I made a joke that I was the complete opposite of something, and somebody said, "You want to repeat that, Andrew?" It's like, no, I do not, because I realized what he was implying.
In any case,
So,
I hate that word so much.
that was an impressive feat.
Yeah, nice job. Wait, no, I guess Ian's not here yet.
Yeah, Leo. Jay had to go take care of something real quick.
Yeah, it's no worries.
Rocco walk up to Riffin.
Well, looks like you were a little outmatched by our muscle.
He's got a good swing to his term.
Oh, got
there-
that.
Varen's gonna look towards his roughly crafted healing potion and says, "Want to swig?"
Sure.
He'll hand over.
He looks over to you and says, "To a good fight, then. I gotta admit, you got a pretty nice arm." As he takes the healing potion you give him, Varen. How much was that one? That was the.
I think it was a 1d4.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
1. He kind of looks at you, he's like, "Thanks." And
It
he'll look
cleans
at
up
you,
a bruise.
yeah. He'll look over at you guys like, "Hey, I'm more of a team fighter myself, but I'd like to think I hold my own fairly well."
Oh yeah. Not too often we see the big guy slightly topple from being hit.
Rocco thinks back of all the times he's had to bring Ian back up from death.
Yeah,
I'm trying to exaggerate. I'm trying to exaggerate his tale, man.
Ian's just gonna look like, no, I've gotten beaten a bunch.
I know, but you always get back up.
Yeah.
You're still here.
Rocco, not me.
It means that I'm not taking the damage, so I appreciate that.
I mean, we can change that. You can run in first if you want.
I did that once and it turned out terribly.
Yeah, no, so don't.
He has done that on multiple occasions.
I've done that on one occasion.
You lot seem like you're a lot of fun to be around. Kinda remind me back to my youth.
Oh, yeah, man.
You run with the
Aye.
party too?
Not so much a party, more of a... I used to be part of the Purge Guard myself until I got promoted to a knight. After that, I went around traveling with my good friend, Oswald. Him and Art.
Huh, no kidding. Out of curiosity, why do they call you the Ash Knight?
Hey, well, believe it or not, I'm from Ashbury. Not too many knights come from that background, so when one did, I ended up getting the nickname.
Oh, I get it.
He's just gonna lean into Baron and go,
For a second, I thought it was a misspelling.
For a second, I thought it was because he was one of those bombing bat things that changed sides or something.
What? Are you going on?
What?
No, I whispered to Roko. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
They were
He says, hey, yep. Came from a small little place of Ashborough. What happened with it? Kind of looks sad for a moment.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough time.
Hey, but hopefully for anyone who made it out, they can get back to rebuilding it at some point.
Yeah, once we get the whole forest fire of death under control sort of thing.
Hey, real problem that is. This man ain't helping much either.
Yeah, I mean, we took care of a bunch of them, but, speaking of which, everybody knows there's more of those fuckers around. Like, have we got any information? Like the captured guys we all got, anybody know if things advanced with that?
Well, for the, well, I know that they are interrogating bandits right now. Considering your guys' role in scooping them all up, I don't think they'd mind if you went over and interrogated a few yourself over the barracks. I certainly think did.
That might not be a
What
bad idea. Hey, Ian! You feel like intimidating
He's in the
bandits?
middle of eating something. What?
You feel like threatening bandits to make them talk?
Just a slow smile grows across his face.
Well, I don't want to keep you from your business, but hey, if you lot could do me a favor while you're out and about.
Oh, sure, why not?
Well, I've been looking for my good friend Oswald.
Oh, you
if you happen
mentioned
to
before.
Yeah, he's a Korean, studious type, a little, shall we say, a little lacking in social skills. But he's a good guy nonetheless.
That sounds like Lyran.
Oh, yeah, one of them shy types too.
Gonna point to the fucking box in the corner, like, yeah.
Treat him well. Now, if you happen to come across Oswald in your travels, could you put it my way? I've been taking a search for him.
Are you gonna stay here?
Probably not. I've searched this place high and low and doesn't seem to be around anymore.
Oh, fair enough.
Oswald,
Where are we
well,
pointing him towards?
well, I'm planning on heading westward after this. So hopefully, if you can just point him towards Meadowfin, I'll probably be heading that way next. But, I do owe Oswald, even if he might not accept it. Maybe it's strange, but I just know he tends to get himself into something.
Well, don't worry about it, buddy. I'm sure we can find him.
Thanks. I appreciate that. What sort of friend would I be if I abandoned him?
What does he look like, though? Probably should be a good idea.
Gonna
Korean
point to
fella.
Wainwright, probably like him.
Hey. Yeah, but he's Korean fella, tends to dress in blue robes, carries a big wooden staff with him.
Alright, so make sure to keep that in mind.
If you happen to meet a Korean who tends to prefer to not make eye contact when speaking, you probably found him.
Sounds good. You know, we should probably... I wonder what would happen if we put Lyran and him in the same room together and lock the door. Would it just be a room of awkwardness that would explode?
I
The
threatened
tension
to
would
make...
be palpable.
Out of character, I can tell you already. I will show him the glory of the sticky note.
I threatened that if those two were to try to have a conversation, it cause a sort of singularity and just pull in everything for miles around.
Sounds like a useful way to clean up, actually.
You know what? That's a good way of putting it.
I'm gonna point to, like, would you clean up and just take everything?
Well, yeah, but
the
it's
trash.
easier when it's all in one spot.
The logic is flawless.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look at my wounds if you need anything. I'll probably be in town for the next day or so, but after that, I'm heading out.
Alright,
Alright.
We'll see you around, possibly. Otherwise, we're gonna go beat up some bandits, because I'm getting bored, honestly.
I wish you luck in that, my friend, as he goes and he goes back to his drink.
Can I give him a gold coin for being such a good sportsmanship?
A good sport. The word phrase you're looking for, a good sport.
Yeah, I'm channeling Ian's intelligence right now.
You hand him the coin and says, what's this for?
It was fun to fight.
Well, if you ever want another one, he gives you a pat on the arm. We'll go all out next time.
Oh boy. Making a mental note to beat the shit out of the Ash Knight next time I see him.
Well, everybody ready to head over to the prison?
I shake my head in the negative.
Oh, come
Well,
on, Aaron, it'll be fun.
Nope, I split from the party at that.
Lyran, you say that, and Lyran just walks out.
Oh, well.
I would like to stop him
I'm
from
kind of on
walking out.
Lyran's side, but I kind of also need.
I want to stop him from walking out.
Alright, how do you intend on stopping him?
Grabbing him.
Lyran, are you resisting?
Can I cast Reduce on Ian?
You
That means
may pull up the spell.
Hold on.
Lyran, Lyran, you with us, or else we're gonna put you in a room full of people
Market.
and out on stage.
Hold on. This is all happening. This is happening while he's trying to grab him, so.
Where the fuck is Reduce? Okay, there we go.
Alright.
So it's a
Constitution
Con
saving
save.
throw.
con. Oh god.
So, Ian, as you go to grab him, Lyran just kind of touches your hand. Make me a con save.
18.
You know what? I'm gonna use my reality crack for that.
Oh, make me roll again?
That's sadness.
Yeah.
So, Ian, as you put your hand on Lyran, you just feel like your muscles kind of like. You know that feeling like when your muscles tighten up for a moment? Like, it's not like a bad feeling, it's kind of like you're stretching.
Yep.
And then you feel it, and then you feel it again for a second, and then it just kind of fades. Make a. Lyran, are you resisting his grapple?
Yeah, that was
And he?
That was the basic idea. I will resist this grapple.
Alright, athletics versus athletics or acrobatics?
Wow.
Yep, his good roll's doing that. It does not
Nice.
matter. So he's a slippery little fox, but you are able to kind of like grab onto his shoulder and not like put your hand in such a position like if he tried to move anywhere, you'd be putting pressure on a pressure point and be very uncomfortable.
Your magic.
Awkward looking grapple.
Yeah.
You might be useful.
Come on, Lyran. If you don't do this, we'll put you in a room. We'll put you on stage in front of a bunch of people and lock the door behind us. It'll be fun. It'll be
You just
fun.
see-
Don't worry.
You see a Luma bard maid just kind of walk by. She's like, "Well, we're having a dance tonight. If you want to bring him here." She just walks away.
Ian just
Nice.
smiles. Don't make me drag you back here.
I will allow myself to be dragged.
Good boy. Good
Okay.
lad.
At that, I'm gonna pick him up and throw him over my shoulder like a fucking potato sack. I'm gonna walk to the jail. So he can't run away.
You know what? I'm gonna nudge Lyra and just say, if you want to read your book, I can hold it for you while you're hanging over there.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
So you guys walk to the barracks, with Ian carrying Lyran over his shoulder for some reason. So you get over there. You, as you approach, the perch guard kind of stops you, and then the other one just kind of goes, and like hits him on the shoulder, and is like, and just kind of like softly says to him, like, "These guys were at the place, you know. These guys were at the battles. They're one of the heroes of Elder. Come on, a little respect. What can we do for you?"
We were hoping to see if there was any information that was gathered by the bandits, or if you needed any help interrogating.
Yeah, we could probably, yeah, kind of like, again, he just kind of like hits the other guy on the shoulder. He's like, go check. He's like, yeah, sure. And you can see him kind of like scramble in. And like a minute later, he's like, yeah, come on in. Captain says you is waiting for you.
Cool. I'm gonna put Lyron down and watch him walk inside. If he does not walk inside, I am picking him back up.
I will walk inside.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So, you walk inside. You are kind of ushered into a courtyard where you see this well-dressed Gallus gentleman, kind of resembling that of a rooster, large tail feathers and all, and he says, "What? Oh, I hear that you were part of the excursion to chase down those bandits, were you not?"
Oh yeah, I'm the guy that put the leader in the coma.
Ah, I saw that one. Barely any muscle left on her legs. We're all a good time, yes. So, what can I help you folks with?
Well, we were wondering if we could help you. We've been kind of bored waiting around town and wonder if you need any help with the interrogations.
Well, we've gotten a good deal of information out of them over the last couple of days, but if you want to see if you can't get anything else out of them, I wouldn't see why there'd be a problem. Right now, out of everything we've gotten, we've so far gotten the location out of their, where their stronghold is.
Oh, is it this one?
Rocco pulls out the map with the circle around it.
Yep, that's the one, except we got a bit more details on how to get there. We also, but not too much more to that. We're still trying to figure out where the other bandit trains went on to and whether or not they'd still be around, so we can reclaim more of the ill-gotten gains that they had.
Oh yeah, fair.
But if you want to give it a crack, I won't see why that'd be a problem, so if you'll follow me.
Sounds like fun. Come on, Ian.
Are Ian and Roku about to do the good cop, bad cop routine?
Pretty much.
All
But
right.
who's the good cop and who's the bad cop? I want to know.
They're both the bad cop.
It's more like crazy cop, sane cop at this point.
But who's the crazy one? But
That's the fun part.
Listen, you motherfucker! If you don't give me the information right now, I'm going to throw you in a fucking recycling bin.
That sounds more like Mickey.
That was
I know. I can't do Elmo. Sorry. Well, you know. Hey, look! I got a new character for next game.
Don't you dare.
So, who wants to go in for the interrogations? And what kind of person are you looking to interrogate? Like a grunt or someone who's a bit higher up in the rank?
What do you guys think? Should we go for higher ranking to see if we can get some info on where their closest base might be?
Probably be the
Wait,
good idea.
where's that hedge that surrendered? There was a hedge that surrendered and watched Ian fucking murder everybody.
Do you specifically request that guy?
If he's around.
Oh, yes, I can go get him for you. Who would like to be in the interrogation room?
I suppose me and Ian at least. Anybody else want in on this fun?
I can't tell who's more psychotic, Roko or Ian.
You know, I think I'll just go in there just to, you know, make sure that nothing goes completely sideways.
Just remember, you're not actually allowed to beat them as much as I would like to. There are regulations in place.
Oh, of course.
Damage is fine.
So you guys wait a couple minutes, and then he kind of ushers you to a room. For those of you who would like to enter, you are in a small room, and I should probably change the music to something a little less upbeat for the occasion.
Oh, no. This is going to be great.
Give me a second.
It's like one of those scenes in the movies where they put on some really funky music and.
It's like that one scene from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, you mean when
Stuck
they
in
were
the middle of
playing,
the-
yeah, like a song I can never listen to again the same way thanks to that movie.
It enhances the experience, Heath.
As tempted as I am to quickly download that and add that to my jukebox here, I will resist.
Oh no, the guy. It is not.
You know
What we're
what?
gonna be doing for
Just
interrogation.
gotta be fun. Roko's doing the dance, playing that song is strangely fitting for him at this point.
Quick question: do you guys actually have like an alarm clock song that you really liked, set as your alarm, and now when you hear it, you just shiver?
No,
No.
because I knew that would happen.
Ah, fair enough. I have one of those. If you queue it up now, I will straight up leave the conversation. Like, I will just leave.
I have Old Town Road as my alarm clock because I hate it so much.
Fair.
It gets me up really quickly.
It's like
That's
one
a
of
good
those
idea.
songs. So you need to have a song that you really hate, and then have like the alarm on the other side of the room, so it forces you to get up.
Yep.
And
Oh no, Andy, don't worry about it. Like, after a month of using the same song for an alarm, you will hate it. It might be your favorite song in the beginning. After a month, you will despise it.
In any case,
So-
guys.
I know, but
Alright,
that was
so
one I hate.
just to clarify, who is entering this room?
I will raise a reluctant hand.
I think all four of us are actually.
Seems that way.
I will not directly volunteer as tribute, but I will raise a hand.
I will go in to make sure
Raising
that
your hand is
Rocco
volunteering
and
as tribute.
Ian do not go too far.
Says the former bandit.
Hey, I was just the scout, man. Don't even.
You were associated with them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, now I'm associated with you guys, so I'm not really moving up the corporate ladder. I mean the
Social ladder.
the benevolent ladder. I'm kind of
I
just
mean-
stuck down here.
Actually, in all retrospect, you went down a peg.
Yeah, probably.
So as you guys are arguing and you enter the room, you see a hedgeman sitting there. He does not seem to be as in nice clothing as you initially found him. He's just kind of sitting there, like clasping one hand in the other, elbows on the table, as he looks at you. He's like, "Huh, hi."
Hey, pal, long time no see.
It's been like 6 days, but sure.
I will let Roko lead this interrogation.
So, me and my friends were just wondering if you could help us out with some information around here.
Probably not, but continue.
Well, we were hoping to find out where your nearest stronghold was.
He does not give a response.
Come on now, man. It's the
Can I-
sooner
can
that
I-
this.
Can I walk to him, put a hand on his shoulder, and just look him in the eye and just say, "We're all friends here," and cast Charm Person on him?
You may make. All right, post a spell for me.
Here you go. It's a Wisdom save.
Okay, let me find his sheet. Wisdom save, you say. As you say that, you can kind of see his expression kind of relax a bit. And it seems like the charm took effect. I mean, listen, I appreciate you folks not kicking the shit out of me at the camp. But, I mean, I'm not supposed to say certain things.
I mean,
I look genuinely hurt, and I just go, "Not even for me."
Make me a persuasion check.
fuck!
Hold on.
You fucking lying if Lyron is socially inept, dude.
No, you need to figure out how to cozy up to your teachers. Persuasion.
You do have advantage since you have charmed him.
Yep, hold on. Persuasion again.
18.
Oh my.
I mean, depends on what do you want to know.
You see, this is when the social ineptitude comes in, and as Lyran really doesn't know, like, this was as far as his plan went.
Well,
Everything.
we were hoping to possibly get the location of where you guys stole everybody's goods and stuff. You know, and make sure that other bad things don't happen around the other towns.
Well, I mean, we don't normally raid towns. Elderheart's kind of special, but as far as where the other groups took their stashes, I didn't really get that information. Not high enough on the totem pole for that kind of thing. I just knew where I was
Can I
supposed to.
insight him? Is he telling the truth?
Go for it. Make an insight check.
17.
There it is. He seems truthful in that, and what he's saying so far. He generally does not know where the other rally points were, and they don't generally attack towns.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't suppose you know who in your group actually would know this information.
I mean, you could say he kind of doesn't want to say.
Ian's just gonna lean in a little bit closer.
Listen, you folks have been pretty decent to me, all things considered. It's just, it's not exactly something that's safe for me to say, you know?
Oh, I
I
get
mean,
it.
there's no one else in the room.
Now let us help you, right? I mean, let's be honest. You're in a bad spot. You want to be in a good spot. You know, you do this favor for us, and maybe we, grease the wheels and help you get a reduced sentence sort of thing. I got a lot of pull in the big ways.
Make me a deception check.
I will use my ability to get myself. I will use my. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to get myself proficiency by using my ability. My channel divinity. That's what I'm trying to phrase.
Don't you have to do that before you?
Oh, I
roll?
guess. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, I will roll it. 20.
Again, he seems very conflicted, but he kind of turns to you as like, well, if you promise not to make sure no one knows it was me who said anything, in terms of like the guys.
Hey, we don't even know who you are, my friend.
And I prefer if you kept it that way, just to make sure the right people know. Make sure I don't get any.
Of course.
Right, all right. Hell. What was it you asked again?
Who
If he
in
knew
his
anybody
group
that
would,
was.
yeah, who in the group would know what we need to know? That basically the
Hell,
question.
if you're looking for anyone, probably the captain. They're usually the folks who coordinate with each other and kind of gets the broad ideas. They're kind of the one step under the general.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about the captain, though? Like his favorite type of hobbies, his worst fears?
I don't know none of that sort of thing. I just know that captain generally doesn't really care for like bird folk.
Is he a humble folk?
Yeah, he's the Vulpin. He's a Vulpin captain. He's a bit of a conniving bastard, if I do say so myself. But I know he genuinely cares about like making sure that spoils go to a good cause and all that. I also know he tends to like dice games, but played a few rounds with him. But other than that, not really too much about him. I don't know.
Well, thank you for your help, friend.
Did we capture his captain?
Yep.
Was that the guy I put in a coma?
You'll find out.
Before we leave, I just got a quick question. So, this raid, I'm just curious. Was it just your guys' organization, or was there was it a multiple bandit group operation? I'm just wondering if it.
No, we don't really work too much with other illegal operations. We're kind of centralized in our ideology and whatnot.
Fair enough. I just figured since Elder Hawk's a much bigger target than usual, be
Oh yeah.
be a few more factors in this than just yours.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Coalition ain't the most powerful force in the woods, but it ain't nothing to sneeze at. But is there anything else I can help you out with, friends or?
No, I think that's everything we need, eh, guys?
Mhm.
We're most
Yeah, I think
helpful.
that's all.
Don't worry, nothing will pass these lips.
So you're. So you said you're gonna help make sure I ain't gonna get in too much trouble for all this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can for you, friend. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Thanks, I appreciate it. It's kind of sitting there awkwardly, not sure what to do at this point.
Ian will squeak his duck and leave.
Groko will go back out for to speak with the captain. We were speaking.
Well, we got a little info from him.
Good. What did you learn?
Well, we learned that the captain has most of the information we're truly after, but we also heard about the fact that the group that he says is pretty fairly powerful in his opinion. They don't apparently raid villages on the whole. They made an exception for Elderwood, which seems like a stupid idea if you ask me.
Well, I certainly agree with you on that. Elder Hot may have been caught off guard, but now that we are definitely more conscious of the threat, I doubt anything like this could ever happen again.
Well, let's make sure of that.
And Roku's just gonna crack his knuckles.
I like your gumption. So,
Oh, by the way, I don't suppose you could give that guy an extra pillow in his bed or something tonight.
I mean, I'm sure. Make me a persuasion check.
Oof.
Not particularly, no.
Oh well. That's wide.
He says as he shrugs.
I tap the warden on the shoulder and I meekly ask, how long will he be staying?
Well, we tend not to keep too many prisoners in the heart itself, but after a trial, he'll most likely be moved to a prison down southwards. As long as he'll be there, well, that's out of my hands. But if I had to guess, probably at least 20 to 40 years. That's a generous estimate on his behalf.
I breathe a sigh of relief.
I won't have to see him again for at least another 20 years. Social awkwardly.
No, this is Lyron's past experiences as he used this tactic to cheat on an exam, but then the charm wore off, and the examiner wasn't really very happy with it.
Speaking of which, are you letting go of your concentration on the charm, or is it concentration?
Yes. It's concentration, yep.
All right,
Yeah, I probably should do it as soon as we get out of the cell.
No, charm person isn't concentration.
Is it not?
It is not.
It does not got the C on it.
Huh. That's weird.
I know. I assumed it was.
All right.
Oh,
Oh
so
no, wait. That's because charm person has the condition that like if you do harm to a creature, it will break it.
No, that's true.
Gotcha. Okay, so
That's
so as he gets taken back to his cell, you see him. He kind of gives you guys a small wave, and then you guys take him to his cell. You then see a Vulpin, being pushed in a wheelchair towards your cell. Towards the interrogation room. Those of you who wish to enter may.
Roko's just gonna have a big wicked smile on his face.
This could be fun.
Ian's gonna walk in as well. That it will.
Okay, once those two walk in, I'm gonna leave.
Do I hear him leave?
Lyron, I'll say you're out of your ear. I will say, Lyron, make me a stealth check. Ian, make me a perception check at disadvantage because you seem very eager to be talking to this person.
Okay. 19.
Oh, buddy, if you roll.
Oh,
Jesus, Lyran.
poor Lyran.
So, Ian, you're very excited to be talking to this person again. And then you just hear a floorboard creak behind you, and you turn around and you just see Lyran kind of looking back at you, kind of with that expression of like a kid who has his hand in the cookie jar.
I dash.
Oh, that's
boy.
not a good idea. Our barbarian has the special shoes on.
That I do.
So,
Hey,
Lyran,
DM, can I
you start
activate my
running.
boots of speed?
You may.
I would like to run after him and dash for 120 feet of movement.
Question with 30 feet of movement, can I get around the corner?
I'll say yes, as you just like bolt, and the captain of this like branch of guard is just looking at you and goes, it just seizes like, looks at Rocco. Should I be concerned about that?
Yeah, they just like playing tag.
But I will say
Okay,
yes, you can get around the corner with 30 feet of movement.
okay, as soon as I'm around the corner, I cast ambush prey on myself. It's essentially invisibility spell, but you can only stay in one place.
Oh, okay. So Ian, as he like bends around the corner, you lose sight of him for just a moment as you like are about to catch him, and you look around and he's just gone.
Can I listen for him?
You may, Lyran, make me another stealth check at advantage. Ian, make me a perception check. As I'm fairly certain you don't know he can do this, but he is
I
magical,
don't.
so yes. But
Jesus.
fuck it, roll again. Same conditions.
Okay.
21.
That would
Fuck.
have to be a natural 20 for you to pass.
So, Ian, you're very certain. Like right to your right, you just hear like someone trying to muffle heavy breathing.
Like, very, very slowly, turn my head towards Lyran.
You turn your head towards the direction of the breathing. Lyran, you see this. What do you do? You are kind of, for your information, you are kind of near the edge of a branch. It's probably about 20 feet out from the edge.
Okay, I dash towards it.
All right.
And I jump.
So Lyran suddenly reappears.
Can I try and grapple him before he runs away? Or
I will
no?
say yes, given the fact that you're pretty close to him, and with your boots of speed, you'd be able to you'd have an opportunity to intercept him. So,
Right.
athletics versus acrobatics. Oh,
Fuck me.
God.
so Lyran, you jump, and you're waiting for the sensation of falling to kick in, and it just doesn't. And as you look over, Ian just like one hand outstretches, just basically grabbed you by the scruff of the neck.
Where are you going?
Hold on. Am I currently dangling?
You are.
I would like to cast reduce on myself and fall.
I will let you know you were smart enough to know that he has a grip on you, so you're not getting out of it by reducing.
Please tell me that Lyran just squeaks as soon as, like, he squeaks like a duck as soon as Ian grabs
But
him.
you may cast reduce on yourself if you so wish, but it will not. It's not
Press
gonna
the grapple, because all that would happen is you would shrink towards the hand.
I know.
I'm just gonna
Sadness.
what are you doing?
Hold on. I am doing mental calculus.
Good old mental calculus.
I mean, at this stage, in for a penny, in for a pound, I will attempt to cast Reduce on Ian.
Okay.
Like, I've committed.
Okay.
You're marking off your spell slots, right?
Yep, I have no level 2 spell slots at this stage.
All right,
Okay.
make me a con save, Ian.
Natural 20.
Can you fail at all today, Jay?
Jay only rolls good when it's against you, apparently.
So, Jay, again, you feel that weird sensation of your muscles tightening for a moment, but then it just fades, and you're like,
Do I
whatever.
see him attempting to cast a spell on me?
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
I am going
Considering
to
it requires
immediately-
3 factors, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately pull him towards me. It's like, at least tell me where you're going.
What was the library name? I keep forgetting it despite...
Oh, where you went before for information?
Yeah.
You went to the headquarters of the. I'm blanking on their names.
I essentially say the name of that.
You were. The tenders. You were looking for the office of the tenders.
Yes.
Are the
Which is
tenders
above
above
you,
us or
but-
below us?
They're above you. You're not necessarily aware of that, but Lyran is.
So Ian doesn't know where it is. And Lyran just tried to dive off the edge, so Ian assumes that he has the capability to not die. Ian's just gonna go, okay, and I'm gonna shove him off the edge.
So you just drop him.
Yep.
Alright, Lyran, you're falling.
Featherfall.
You featherfall yourself on safely to a section of the city below you.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna head to the tenders.
I will
Cool.
do the interrogation, and I will turn off my boots.
So,
I'm just gonna look to Roko and say, they're taking a long time. Are you sure they're okay?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
hear screaming, so it's probably fine.
Yeah. Do you think we should check on them?
The assumption that Ian can't kill Lyran silently is adorable.
You know what? Ian would be screaming if he killed you, if only because of the war scream. Ian doesn't strike me as the silent killer type.
No, he's not.
Fair enough.
He's silent.
Fair enough.
He's silent he's silent in most social situations, but when it comes to fighting, he is the loudest motherfucker.
Wait, hold on, Jay. Did Ian watch Lyran cast Featherfall, or as soon as you return, are you just gonna go? Yeah, I throw Lyran off a branch.
Legitimately, Ian's gonna be like, in his mind, is like, okay, he tried to dive off the edge. He might be able to fly. I don't know. I haven't seen he has wings, but he jumped off the edge.
That's fair. Continue.
so Ian, you get back. You guys see Ian approach with a Lyran not in hand.
Get away from me, big fella.
He went to the library.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get back to him later after we get some more info.
Whatever. I mean, it's kind of a shame though. It would have been nice to have him cast that spell again for next interrogation.
Well, he did jump off a branch, so unless he wants to come back.
Wait, he okay, wizards, weirdos.
Why did we spend like 20 minutes on this?
Because it was funny.
Why
Because it's
not?
fun.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, you guys walk in. We'll say the captain's like, I get it, you're doing the whole make them wait thing.
Yeah, that's
Good
it.
Yeah,
Make him
Good idea.
nervous.
exactly. Good idea. So you guys walk in. It's the three of you.
Before we check, though, I just want to ask something for the sake of rolling. Does Ian get to use strength for intimidation for the intimidation checks, or is it only a charisma-based thing?
Depends on what he's doing.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, you guys walk in. You see a Vulcan in a wheelchair.
But before we start, though,
like-
Roko will use his ability to give himself proficiency intimidation checks.
fair enough. You do
Wait.
so.
Do you have multiple uses of Child Divinity?
I didn't get to use it on the last one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Makes sense.
So, you walk in. You see this Vulpin sitting in a wheelchair.
Hey, Laura.
Hey,
Laura!
You
Laura.
just
I
in time
just
for us
threw
to
Ian off a branch.
Oh, don't worry. I have a great introduction for Laura.
Oh boy.
All right, but we'll get through this first. So, you you guys walk in. You see this Vulpin in a wheelchair. Their legs look like they have atrophied to fuck. It looks like they are probably gonna be in physical therapy for a long time, at least a few months. And as you walk in, she just says, "Oh, for the love of everything."
Oh, we missed you too.
What the fuck do you want?
What is it?
You.
You what?
You. She just says you.
Him.
Yeah, is she looking at me in general, or us in general, or Rocco in specific?
Rocco in specific, and there's a look of violent hatred. Like, you can tell she is trying to burn you alive with her, like, hate vision.
You did make her fucking paraplegic, so I think the hatred is justified.
God damn it,
is.
is this the Asuna of this world?
Rocco goes.
It could have been a lot worse for you, you know?
Rocco says, just patting her hand gently with the same hand he crippled her for life.
Oh my
Like,
god.
before you touch it, she, like, pulls it away and just says, "You touch me, I will bite your arm off."
Yeah, but if you touch me, you know bad things can happen.
God, Rocco.
It is official.
Aaron just thinks to
Rocco
himself,
is
man,
more sadistic than Tutu and Ian.
Baron just thinks to himself, like, my God, if I die and I go to hell, I do not want to see Rocco there ever.
That is hell. Just like 10 Rocos doing their worst to you. But anyway, continue on.
Listen here, we need information, and we were told you were probably the one to get it from.
Who the fuck told you that?
I don't know. Do I really look like the sort of person who bothers to learn people's names?
Stairs. Well, you can go fuck yourselves because I ain't telling you shit.
You
Oh.
probably don't want us to. You don't probably want to be like that.
I have a question. Is anyone watching us in the interrogation chamber?
You get the sense that there's probably someone keeping an eye on you. They're not gonna let you interrogate prisoners without someone watching you. That would be a PR.
Oh, so I can't dump them out of the wheelchair. All right.
Probably not.
That's okay. I got some other mean spells in mind. 1 second as I read the specifics of one of my spells that I have always prepared.
You guys are assholes.
No, that's why I left.
This was a bandit that raided a town and killed a bunch of people. Rocco's got no fucking griefs here. He's got no problems here. This was someone who was proven to be a detrimental person. It's not like the nice witch in the woods who did nothing wrong. Let me just read something here. It's just
She's just staring all of you down, by the way.
Listen here, the fact of the matter is, you want to make sure you're able to, keep the rest of your movement body, right? So, you can keep everything from the head, the neck down working, because I would really suggest you tell us what we need to know, otherwise really bad things could happen.
And I will cast Suggest on her.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm just kind of looking towards. Is the guard outside the door like hearing this?
It's not different than their interrogation means. They probably sit there and point a fucking sword at someone and say, "You failed the zone of truth save."
I mean, no, but this is the setting, the Humblewood. It's supposed to be whimsical, and here's Roko who's saying, "Hey,
There
you know
is
what?
no-
Let's
there is no
pull a
whimsical
jigsaw
here."
right now and threaten to cripple if he does not comply."
Andy,
Okay.
Andy, I have discovered that a campaign's tone isn't decided by the campaign; it's decided by the party.
Like Jordan's Curse of Strahd campaign turned into Scooby-Doo after 3 sessions.
No, I like to think of it as Looney Tunes.
Anyways, Michael,
Alright.
you were saying?
Roko, can you? I mean, Heath, can you just say in Roko's voice, "I want to play a game"?
I want to play a game.
Wait, does
Alright, so-
that sound good? Please never say that again. No, wait, please
So-
only say that once again. I would like to record that.
Well, you have it recorded.
Perfection.
So you cast your spell, and she looks at you, and she just says, "I know my rights. The gods won't let you do shit to me." As she got a 20 on her wisdom save, so
Oh, well, that was an attempt.
good attempt, good try.
Would you like
I'm,
to try again?
I'm genuinely debating bribing the guards to turn away.
Well, I suppose you know your rights, but you know the fact of the matter is, Ian here is not exactly the best person for rights, right, Ian?
Ian has been poking her legs the entire time.
Oh my god.
Varen's like just looking at these two and just like, I really should step in, but now I'm kind of just too scared to do anything because I don't really know if I could do anything if I
Never
wanted to.
before in a D&D campaign have the barbarian and the fucking cleric been on the same wavelength for so many sessions. Like,
You'd be
it's
wrong. You'd be wrong there. Like the barbarian and a tempest to make cleric make great friends.
You know, you're right. Damn.
Varen's just gonna say, "Ma'am, I'm going to ask you, please politely, to answer the questions truthfully. So that way I do not have to see what they're going to do if you do not. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for me, please."
She looks at you and she says, "I know my rights."
Yeah, and they're going to
You're a
ignore
bandit,
that.
you don't have any rights.
Ian, shut up for a second. Yeah, they're not going to care. Trust me, they do not care. Trust me, I've been traveling these guys for a week, and I'm terrified of them. That's why I'm still here, is that if I leave, I'll get hurt more.
Alright, see, that you may make an intimidation check for.
12.
She seems fairly unfazed.
Varen's just gonna shrug like, okay, well, I tried. Hey, you know what? Don't blame me when you're coughing up your own teeth or, I don't know, whatever's gonna happen. If you see...
Why did you try to make up a fucking threat? Why not just use the one of the multiple horrors we've already committed onto bandits?
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, just, like, Varen... Like, this is how Varen, like... He's like, yeah, even, like, I'm these guys' allies, and I'm terrified of them. That's what I think is kind of... says more. So Varen's just like, alright, well, I mean... If you're not going to listen to reason, then I guess I can't really help. I really can't help you out here unless you give us the information we need. I'm sorry.
Is she strapped into her wheelchair?
She is sitting on, not necessarily strapped.
Ian's gonna just like stand up and with his foot slowly start lifting it backwards, but not throw her out of it.
She just says, "I will call the guards if you throw me out of this chair."
Hey, does Rogo know silence?
No, unfortunately, not a cleric spell.
Damn.
I was thinking the same thing, though.
Clerics know silence, don't they?
It's
Or maybe it's a life cleric. Hold on.
No, it's,
One of the cleric
silence
types
is not a cleric
knows it.
spell.
One of the cleric types has a domain spell for it, I believe.
Yeah, a domain spell, but it's not a cleric spell.
I
That sucks.
genuinely
No,
thought
it
that-
is cleric.
genuinely-
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
It
didn't
is,
have it
but
on
you don't
there.
have it.
yeah, that's what I thought. Cause I've used it many times before.
That sucks though that you don't have it prepared. That would have been fucking amazing just to cast silence.
No, I would have had better. Had I been prepared for this, I would have had proper spells prepared. We didn't know what we were doing today.
Ian's gonna keep slowly lifting it backwards, like, come on. I don't care if you call the guards.
She remains silent.
Gonna look at Roko for a little bit of help here.
1 second.
My options are only violent.
I know. I'm just trying to think what else I got in my spell listing. I will once again. 1 second, my sheet's about popping up. Huh, there's nothing saying I can't attempt it again, actually, with my suggestion. I might be able to take another crack at it. Roko will look at her once more, and this guy...
The fact of the matter is, he is going to be really, 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 really upset. And, there's a chance your rights might not be taken, but we're considered heroes around here. So, worst case scenario, we get a slap on the wrist, but lots of bad things can happen to you. So I really do suggest you start telling us what you know.
So we'll use my last spell slot.
Alright, we'll see how she does.
And I...
Natural 20.
can I use my inspiration to make her roll again?
Sure.
There, I use my inspiration.
That is a 12.
That will fail!
What do you want?
Well,
So basically we will go...
basically what we need here is what we were hoping is we need to find out where your nearest bases are so we can make sure we get the people back and safe. Make sure everybody gets their gear back in case you took any other slaves. We can get them freed.
We take prisoners, not slaves. But
What's
To
the
the north.
difference?
slave gets put to work. A prisoner simply sits in a cell and gets food.
And if the people don't pay ransom for your prisoners?
They sit there.
Interesting.
Uh,
But in any case, yeah.
There was a launching point for the attack about 5.5 miles northwest of here and 3 miles east of here.
Roko will mark that down on his map.
Though I doubt there's anything left there at this point.
Well, maybe we can find a trail or something.
And after telling you that, the spell concludes, and she just goes, I really hate you.
Oh, I'm sure
Ian's
you
gonna
do.
take out Sir Donald the Duck cane and just tap her on the head. Like, thanks.
Roko walks out of the place.
Yeah, you can take her back now.
I'm gonna squeak a rubber duck in her face and walk out.
There you go, Michael. You wanted me to have her, and he wanted me to have it taken. Roko's created his own.
Yeah, an antagonist you already crippled.
There's their motivation for hating the party.
I want this to be a thing that comes back to haunt you, like, after the campaign.
I just imagine you just see, like, I'm here for my revenge. It just comes up in a wheelchair charging.
No, get a fucking war wheelchair.
It's just pulled by, like, sled dogs.
Hold on.
Anyways, we leave the place and tell the commander what we said, what we've had discovered.
Good. I will make sure that the council is made aware of this, and yes, exactly that. The council is made aware of this, and I will. And hopefully, we can send a division out to go see what they can find. Thank you.
Sounds good. Well, thanks a lot.
Yes. Feel free to see yourself out.
We walk back.
So we go pick up Lyron.
And that is when,
Sure.
and that will be our transition. So, Tutu, as you're wandering the city,
Hey.
suddenly you have the inclination to look up as you see a shadow above you, and you just see Lyron float down from the sky and land like 10 feet in front of you.
I just pause. I kind of blink and I say, "Hey, it's you."
Hey,
I didn't know foxes could fly, but that's good to know. Kind of nodding and kind of going,
well, most of us can't. I in particular can float.
huh. So, where'd you float from? Did you float? Do I actually want to know? Probably not, but I'm asking anyway.
I described the earlier situation of the two scariest people I know interrogating the defenseless prisoners at this stage.
Huh. Oh, that's a little creepy. Eh. Fair enough. I think I'd fly. I'd float away too. Kind of give him a pat on wherever the fuck I can reach on him. I don't know how tall he is.
Probably the ass. It's the highest you could reach.
I'm gonna go lower and like go for me.
Okay.
Be like,
You get a pat on the knee.
yes.
Okay, well, this is about all the social interaction I can handle for today, so I'm gonna be heading that way, and I leave.
I start.
Okay.
I just start following him, not talking, just because I want something to do.
Okay, I will eventually make my way to the tenders.
All right, Tutu, you follow Baron up to the upper branches of Elderheart, to where eventually you are getting back to that high and toity area of the city. You are led into a very nice and kind of out of place looking nest. It seems a bit more humble than the surrounding ones to it. And inside you find a modest looking office where you see a Vulpin woman working behind a desk wearing a green robe with a red sash, and a simple brooch by her shoulder. And she sees you walk in, Lyran, and you see her immediately go for a piece of paper and a quill and just write something down and hands it to you. And when you take it, it just says, "Oh, back again? Do you need more information?"
I take out a notepad as well, and I ask for what was the name of the Ashen Knight's friend?
That you would remember that as
Oswald.
Oswald, Ebonheart.
Okay, I ask whether he was researching things here prior.
Give me a moment to check that out for you.
In the meantime, I am like so deeply amused that they're like fucking trading papers in person to talk to each other, and I'm just like leaning up against a wall and quietly snickering to myself.
Eventually, I will evolve this ability and be able to cast the message spell.
Say that to me for real. Like in do you say that in character?
No.
Okay.
This is just my character progression. This is my end goal for this character.
All right. So she writes down on another note, and it says, "May I ask why you're asking about Mr. Evanhart?"
I described the situation with the Ashen Knight, like in brief, like a paragraph long, essentially.
Okay. She writes down, "Let me check our records. I remember seeing him here a few weeks ago." And she gets up and goes to the back. A few moments later, she comes back and she writes down, he did do some research here. It seems he was looking into the Scorched Grove. And more specifically, theorem about its origins and its history.
Okay. Can you give me the spelling of the researcher, by the way, of his name?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay, and he was looking into the Scorched.
And Lyran, now that you're thinking about it, I probably should have done this earlier. Make me just a history check.
Yep, hold on. Let me just make sure that this is saved. Okay. History check.
Given your specific background, that is enough. So you are aware of the name Evanhart. It is a noble house that dates back to the founding of Elderheart, and you know that the Evanharts have a deep connection with the Avium. Many of their house members tend to end up as professors there, or most tend to be honored students there, and tend to have a knack for the arcane. Over there, you don't really know too much more outside of that. You specifically about Oswald, you're not super familiar with him. You think you may have seen him once on the campus before, but you're not entirely certain.
I see. I will inquire whether he left a rough location to where he was going.
You get a written reply back that says, no. I don't remember him mentioning anything of where he was going.
Okay. And just as an offshoot, I will ask the clerk whether she knows of any other Ebonhearts that live in the city.
She will write down
either his quote unquote immediate family or like friends.
She'll write down she's not aware of what his social circle is, but if you're looking for anyone, you'd be better off looking for you'd be better off looking at the Avium for where he specifically lives.
I am not doing that, but thank you.
She'll also write down, is there anything else I can help you with?
I'll just find a random book, probably trade in the one I have, and thank her and leave, and head to the inn.
Alright, you do that. She waves you goodbye, and you're good. 2-2. You see all of that.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if you're being nosy enough to actually read the notes.
Probably not. I might squint at them a little, and then I remember that, or the character remembers that, her eyesight is shit enough that she's gonna have to get real close to actually read those. Will just be amused on her own.
Fair enough. Did you want to do anything before heading back to the inn, or no?
Not really. I'll just go back to the inn.
All right. You all head back to the inn. You all meet up there. Ian, eventually you see Lyra and Tutu walk in.
How was the library?
Calm and serene.
Oh, hey, Tutu, where you been?
I was just walking around, and then this guy, floated in front of me, and then I just started following him around, pretty much.
Yeah, I threw from a branch.
Yeah, that sounds like a Lyran.
Yeah,
Kroko just turned.
that's pretty much all of it.
You tossed our wizard from the tree, did ya?
hmm
You guys are real lucky.
I mean, he was diving off, so I mean, if he wanted to jump off, I was just helping him.
Hey, Lyran.
Yes.
Next time you say that you want to leave before an interrogation is happening, can you please take me with you?
Ah, you didn't enjoy that?
I can jump off a branch with up to 8 people.
I know, but could you at least, I don't know, pull on my armor or something like that and just say, hey, I want to go, please. If you want to come along. If you want to come with me if you want to have your sanity still in check.
Oh, come on, Barry, nothing that bad happened.
Yeah, well, that
It was fine.
doesn't mean that. It's a bit more than I really, really wanted
You're
to
just
see.
a baby.
See, it says the guy that has rubber ducks everywhere.
Rubber ducks are manly.
You can
What's a
put that on
man?
You can put that on a shirt.
Argue with that at your own peril.
Yes, I was about to
I
say.
would just say,
Baron
Ian can say whatever the fuck he
what's-
wants. No one's gonna oppose him.
Baron's gonna look at Ian and say, "What's a man?"
It's a man to a king. King to a god. Wait,
No.
no.
What's a god to a non-believer?
Today's been a day for Lyran. I will order Lyran's first alcoholic drink. Holy shit.
God, you guys really did push him.
So, did you guys get any information from the
Library?
crippled lady? Yes.
Oh, you're in the room with us.
Yeah. I know. I'm just bringing up the fact so that way Tutu is up to what you guys were doing.
Oh yeah, we bullied a cripple.
Yeah.
Long squint.
Sips drink.
Well, to be fair, I'm the one that crippled her,
Woman
so...
did it. She was one of the bandits.
Out of curiosity, like,
Yeah,
what
we
kind
know
of drink
that.
did you order?
What?
I don't know. Hold on, let me check.
Ian, we knew that she was a bandit. That's why she was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you figured out?
I mean, it's not morally wrong to bully a bandit now, is it? Just happened to be that she was a cripple too.
I'm just picturing Ian in the interrogation room. Now tell me right now. And he's flipping the wheelchair over. Are you a bandit?
I would have
Yes.
dumped her out of the wheelchair if I was allowed to.
I like how only in your party, the argument of we should not interrogate the crippled is an actual argument. Also, Lyran, what are you ordering?
I think he's
Oh,
typing.
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, so I typed it out.
Okay. You get a fine wine. It's bitter. As someone who doesn't really drink alcohol, not exactly good tasting, but if you want to power through it, you may.
I mean, the conversation's still happening, so I am powering through.
Fair enough. Continue
Uh,
your conversation about bullying the crippled, please.
Look, all I'm saying is that it's no problem bullying a bandit. I mean, if the bandit was a cripple before they were a bandit, maybe. But they became a cripple because they were a bandit, so no harm.
Yeah, you were the one who crippled them.
Yeah, I know.
You are the one who crippled them. Just what is your alignments again?
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
Neutral good.
Neutral good.
Chaotic.
Oh God.
I love how we turned Curse of Strahd into Scooby-Doo and turned fucking Humblewood into R-rated Disney, into R-rated fucking Bambi and Pocahontas.
We turned this into fucking.
Okay,
what was
man,
the
it's Fritz the
anime
cat.
called?
We are the X-rated animal show, man.
No, we turned it into what was it, Beastars or something like
No,
that?
no,
It
no.
was-
Beastars?
Beastar? Yeah, you know what? It's probably closer to Happy Treehouse Friends at this point.
That was it. God.
This is not the game I expected to run, by the way. Like, at all.
Well, too bad
Yeah.
you're running it.
God.
I see that.
Drew kind
I
of
could-
pauses and then says, did you know that
Lord.
Lion talks to one person by passing notes to her in the library? And
Really?
she
I leave.
Byron, yeah, head upstairs.
So
He's
he's
like,
got
oh, I also beat up a knight.
Oh yeah, that's
I-
right.
You know the Ash Knight guy that they've been talking about? Apparently they've been talking about an Ash Knight guy for like a week in town.
Yeah, they have been. Tutu, you were aware of this.
Oh, okay.
I beat him up.
Cool.
Yeah,
How was
apparently
it?
he wants to find us his friend named Oswald.
Who or what is Oswald?
I don't know, some bird
He's
with
a
a staff.
sniper.
You have a description?
Yeah, he's a Corvian, has a wooden staff.
Cool.
Blue
Nice blue
robes.
robes. Yep, nice
Blue
blue robes.
robes, yeah.
Basically, if you want an image of what it looks like, it's the two main birds on the front of the Humblewood book.
I beat up the small one.
Nice.
But in any case, I mean, yeah, so I mean, if we ever run across him, we'll have to let him know that his friend's looking for him. Apart from that, though, we found out some interesting stuff about the bandits.
Yeah?
Yeah, well,
Like,
apparently they got a base, and he will describe where the location was.
Rad. I don't actually remember where the location is, but yeah,
It's up in the crest, which is a mountain range.
nice. Just give like a thumbs up, and I'm like, cool. So, are we going to approach them, or are we gonna focus on, Oswald?
Well, I mean, we don't really know where Oswald is. All we know, he's a prisoner up there.
Great.
Wait, what?
I just said we don't know where Oswald old. He could just be, for all we know, he's a prisoner up there.
Oh, it's... Okay.
Who knows? I don't.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, I'm just getting bored around town. I figured we could go do something.
Finding this Oswald guy sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan, then.
Mind you, we have absolutely, just for information, Laura, we got no idea where this guy is. Like nothing. All we know he's not.
I figure.
All we know he's not an Adelhart. Right.
Okay, Laura, IRO is sick and tired, has no plans and no brain. Please come on.
Fair.
Please figure out a plan, because I have nothing. I am dead on the inside.
Okay,
I'm
Laura.
sorry.
Okay, guys, so here's the plan. We'll go talk to the council in the morning, see if they want us to do anything in particular. Or if they're just still waiting, we can go see about checking out that bandit base. Maybe we can get some location, figure out where some others are, sort of thing like that.
Alright, as long as we're not going to bully the council, that'd be really appreciated.
Well, I've never bullied the council one day in my life.
Okay.
To be fair, Roko has never bullied the council.
Yet. There's
Yet.
it's just yet.
To be fair,
I'm
Roko has not bullied anyone who is either a bandit or b a douchebag, a douchebag frickin' mayor who was yanking our chain for like 3 days.
You know, everyone
Fair
he's been mean to, it's been justified.
Yeah, he's never been mean to someone unjustified.
Fair enough.
God.
So,
I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for that hat to drop.
so as you guys discuss this, Lyran, you head back to your room, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Alright. You head back into your room. You get in there, you close the door, you take another sip of your wine. And then you just hear a and as you turn around, standing next to the door, and then locking it as you're looking, you see this Corvian fellow dressed in black, and he kind of has like a sort of like he kind of is wearing a hood, and he says, "You're part of that group, right? The one who
Hold on. Okay, so how spooked am I by this? Okay, I don't immediately yell out Ian.
Alright. He said, "You're part of that group who attacked the bandits from behind, right?"
I nod.
Good. Relax, you ain't in trouble. Looks like you got the attention of someone very important, and they want to have a quick meeting with you. Since from I hear you're the smart one, I'm going to tell you where that is. Bring your group. Don't tell anyone. Understood?
I nod.
Good. You're going to go up to the God, how do you say that? The bows? Is that how you say it? I'm going to say that. We'll say that. The bows. Which Lyran you would know is kind of the higher end residency area of Elderheart. You know, there tends to be a lot of like theaters and temples and stuff like that in that area. And he starts giving you directions to a specific place he wants you to go. He directs you to go to a theater by the name of the Top Feather. And he says you're going to go around to the side. You're going to knock 4 times, and then you're going to go and then when they say we're closed for the evening, you're going to say you have an appointment. Ain't nothing illegal. Just show up there with your friends, but do keep it quiet. Understood?
I nod.
Good man. And you can see him go over to the window, and he looks back at you and says, "By the way, rewards are waiting for the reward's waiting for you if you play along." And he hops out into the night.
I finish my glass. I hyperventilate.
Noted.
I go downstairs.
So, as they continue having their conversation about bullying the crippled,
Jesus.
So anyway, I said that's not a camel, that's my wife.
Wait a minute, in this world, wouldn't the camel quite possibly be your wife normally?
No.
Yes, and that's the joke.
I was about to say, like, geez, I know I'm dumb, but come on.
So you guys see
No.
Lyran approach.
You know, hearing that, I reconsider and I go upstairs to come along with Sam, but
So you ignore. So you just ignore it.
he didn't give me a time.
Okay,
Did
that
he?
was that may have been my mistake. He said to meet there tonight in 3 hours. That,
Oh, okay,
I think I forgot to
then it's urgent.
Yeah, I may have forgot to say that. That would have been my bad.
Ow.
You okay there, Jordan?
Yep. It was mostly me hitting the mic, so I'm actually, yeah. Does the mic sound the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're good.
Okay. I'd walk up to who's sane, like Varen's the most sane one when Wainwright's not around, so
Yeah, probably.
I walk up to Varen. I describe the home intruder. I give him the general idea that was conveyed to me.
All right.
I order a second drink. I go back upstairs.
Very like I just picture it just like Lyran's just saying this like as a drive-by exposition and then just runs away.
Yes.
He just like he doesn't stop walking. He just as he's talking to me, he's like shouting towards me, gets quieter, and then when he's like walking away, he shouts again and begins walking back upstairs.
More or less.
Fortunately for you guys, there's no one else in the bar at the moment.
Vera just kind of just gives like the most like, what the fuck did I just hear again? And he's gonna get up and follow Lyran, but he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna bully that guy. I guess I'll try to, because I'm not a sadist like you. Anyway, I'm going to try to reconvene what Lyran tried to say to me. It's a bit more broken since Lyran's kind of just.
This is the worst game of telephone ever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm basically just trying to replay what Lyran just tried to say to me, and I'm just like,
No, wait, hold on. We have roles for this. Let me
I
actually
was
see
about
how
to
good.
say,
Let me just see how good I am at this. I did a very poor job.
Something about a theater, a home intrusion, potential pay, nothing illegal. That's kind of the details you got.
wait, did he want us to go and see a play about some kind of criminal enterprise? That would be awesome, but
That sounds so fun.
yeah, I know. It sounds like. So what? I'm trying to remember what the name was. I'm thinking it's the Codfather or something like that. I can't remember.
Guys and gals!
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to try to cast performance to see if I can recount what he tried to say.
Okay, so from the broken bits and pieces you got,
I'm literally repeating like what he tried to say.
Yeah, so basically, you guys all get the bits and broken pieces that Lyran gave you, which is something about a guy. It was a Corvian who was in Lyran's room, told him to go to a theater.
Wait, Corvin. I'm just like, wait, did he have a cane? I should have asked him that before he went up to bed. Oh well.
Wait, did he have a cane?
He didn't seem like he had a cane.
Fair enough.
Um,
And he also wasn't dressed in blue, so he can't be the same guy.
No.
People don't
Yes,
change
'cause they-
their clothes.
Exactly.
I like the fact that him having a cane apparently is also like something he has to have at all times.
Of course.
I mean, Lyran, if you want to make an insight check to see if you I'll say insight intelligence. If you want to see if you recognize this guy.
Wait, insight intelligence, how do you do that?
I just roll an insight at your. Tell me what it should be.
Okay, it should be a 22.
Okay, thinking back on it, he does look familiar. You definitely have seen this guy somewhere before.
No, that creeps me out more. Why did I need, like... Moving on.
So, the rest of you are trying to piece together. You essentially get something about a home invasion from a Corvian, stereotypical. With something about going to a theater, something about a job, not illegal from what he said, and that you have like 3 hours to get there.
Any chance that we want to get Lyran and just figure out what the fuck was going on?
Ian is already
I
walking up the
mean-
stairs to go ask Lyron what the fuck he said.
Byron,
Well,
Byron.
I
you hear a
Oh, it's more aggressive than that. Come on now.
no. I just picture like Ian just like knocks politely, and as soon as Lyron opens the door, as soon as Lyron does not open the door, Ian kicks it down and says, "All right, we're going with me. Come on." Politeness was never the answer.
there's a knocking at your door, Lyran.
How secure does the door look?
It has a deadbolt on it. Like, it's got a lock and a deadbolt on it, but you know if someone really wanted to kick down this door, they probably could.
I will lock the lock bolt, and I will go into my bed and cover my head with my pillow. That seems like the appropriate reaction.
Does Lyron answer the door?
No, I just locked it, essentially.
Okay.
You hear
Lyron,
as the door locks.
Lyron, open the door.
I don't even hear you. I am pillowed up in my pillow fort.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd like to kick the lock.
I'd like to say, just as he's doing that, Roko's coming around the corner with the rest of the party. Go, you know, I wonder what the Jesus Christ!
Make me an athletics check.
22.
God damn it!
Without any resistance, this door just goes boom. You've created a very good disturbance. As you guys all just round the corner to see Ian put one of his hoofs through the door.
I am terrified, Megan.
I'm gonna walk up to the pillow fort. Hey,
Uh,
Lyron, what did you say to Varen?
I relayed the same story.
I
In
would like
more detail?
I would like to say, as he's doing that, Roko's just gonna sigh and cast mending on the poor broken door frame and log to fix it.
Is there enough door left to mend?
Dude, man, you break a lock by shattering the bolt, not by exploding the door.
I was curious if I exploded the door or not.
You not explode the door. It will take some time to mend this back together. But as that happens, you see a Corvian woman kind of like round the corner and go, "What in blazes is going? Oh my God! What's with the door?"
The
Don't
big
worry.
guy, Phil! And look at the size of him!
Roll me a fucking deception check.
14. It's not bad. I mean, it's believable given his size.
We're gonna roll this bitch and see what happens.
Nope.
She goes,
Don't worry, I
Sorry.
"Well, I'll just order a repair for the door. The council's paying for your stay anyway."
Oh, don't worry
She
about it.
go-
I got it.
He keeps mending the door till he fixes it.
Okay, it'll take you a while. There's a few pieces you need to get back together.
We got time.
Very sorry about this, ma'am. I'll make sure these two cleaned it up properly.
Thank you. As she just heads downstairs, and you can hear what seems to be like, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah, just, "What the fuck was that? It seems like a big guy fell over," and just like a discussion is happening.
God, I'm gonna be very surprised if we stay in Elderheart for more than a week at this point.
We've already been here for more than a week.
At this rate, I mean.
I'm gonna look Byron, so
Okay, from the pillow fort you hear a lunatic wanted to inquire. I wanted to, well, it's not really hiring. A lunatic wanted to request an audience with you lunatics by home invading me for some reason. The meeting should be in about 3 hours in the theater. I give the directions.
Alright.
I give them the knock code. Knock 4 times. If you're asked what's your business, say we have a reservation. I go, apparently it's not illegal, but it is discreet, and I complete my pillow fort. Come
Alright.
get me.
As Lyron puts the last pillow in place, you just see him just kind of huddling there in a Fort Lyron. As he's just kind of looking over the edge.
Ian is gonna flick one of the pillows out of the way.
It's a pillow, so yeah, you do.
Does that mean we want to go there, guys, or what? Do we want to see what this is about?
Scoping out the place beforehand, if someone can do it real discreetly, would probably be a good thing. You know, make sure it isn't a trap or something.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Looks over at Ian, looks at himself in his big metal armor.
Baron?
Yeah, I know. I'll be back.
I can go with you.
I get my unseen servant to hand me the pillow back. I complete Fort Lyron once more.
Are you coming?
I'm gonna look at you too. What armor are you wearing, Laura? I'm just curious.
Scale mail, I believe. Yeah.
So is that the sneaky? No.
No. That's
There's no sneaky heavy armor.
Breastplate is
I think
the
it's
only.
-2.
No, it's
Or is that a-
disadvantage. All heavy armors, all the metal armor apart from breastplate is disadvantage.
Okay, I would like to take off the scale mail for the time being. Be like, okay, I don't think anyone's going to, have a big battle in the middle of a city. So we just want to walk around and make sure,
I could probably. No, we probably can't just put it on immediately. Shit.
No.
All right.
Just wanna
Well, I
walk
mean,
around.
if you're,
It's not
sure.
traps.
Fair. All right. Yeah, sure. If you want to tag along.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna look to to Roko, Ian, and Lyra, and just say, please do not cause any more issues while I'm gone.
Who's causing
Don't worry,
issues?
we will.
I'm fixing the damn door.
All right, fine. No torturing. I don't know, children while I'm gone. Then.
Holy hell, you beat up some bandits and all of a sudden you think you're a child killer. I'm not the one who's the next bandit,
I didn't say child killer. I said beating up children. Torturing children. There's a difference. Anyway.
Yeah, I will keep my shield with me for the record. But yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. So, you guys head towards the bows as Fort Lyron is completed. Out of curiosity, are you guys going to go there to try to meet up with them in time for the meeting, or are you guys planning on skipping the meeting?
Well, those two are checking it out. How far is it from here?
From you guys are not too far. You're probably talking about maybe half an hour's walk.
So they could get there, get back, and we could check out the meeting if they find that it's on the up and up.
Okay.
I will have a 2-hour rest.
Okay. Roko will
And
also
then
take a short
maybe
rest.
start heading there.
Yeah, I'd like to start doing a short rest as well to get the little bit of health that I lost back.
You got it.
I have decided that I will not be participating.
All right then. So,
Yeah.
you two head down there. You see what looks to be this beautiful theater, made from what looks to be. Many of the pillars seem to be made of marble, which you would gather is probably not a common building material this high up. And outside of it, you can see what looks to be a statue of the of one of the gods. You can see that it is a god of what looks to be a. Let me make sure I have this right. Uh, da, da, da. What seems to be kind of like almost like a peacock, except the tail plumes seem to be made out of plant life, like kind of like vines, flowers, wheat, stuff like and like blades of grass, things of that nature. There's kind of a flower necklace around them, and you can kind of see like a crown of like kind of like the Roman emperors had, except you see more like flower life in there.
Okay.
Mhm. Nice.
Do we know? Can I roll a religion to see which god this is?
Yes, if either wants to make a religion check.
Sure.
All right.
Or either or both.
Either, both of you may.
Okay. I mean, Andy's probably got a good handle on that, but I'll roll it for the memes. Cool.
Yeah, both of you are very well aware this is a statue depicting the one of the make sure I get the name right because I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Amerathine. Sorry. Specifically, this is the goddess Henora. She is. You two would definitely know by this that she tends to hold dominion over nature and community. She believes in many of her followers teach of things of the finer arts of building community together. Farmers often worship her for good harvests. Is typically a very revered deity, known for generosity and kindness. You two would also, with those intelligence checks, religion checks, would know that her dogma tends to be respect the earth and her gifts, share with you can with those in need, and always live with compassion in your heart.
Varen's just going to politely bow towards the statue. He's like, I wonder if this is just kind of like the Recycla's kind of whole deal, just kind of like same god, different name kind of deal. Kind of like how the Romans, the Greeks are, except we don't know what the Romans or Greeks are.
I mean, could be. Just typical god.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the gods that Pharaoh would actually maybe worship, since he does tend to be outdoors a lot and kind of just does not want to be mauled to death by whatever's out there.
Yeah, this would definitely be a god worth praying to for that. You would definitely know that. You definitely know that this tends to be a very popular god, especially among farmers and those of the fine arts. But moving forward, you guys do see the theater seems to be closed today. There are no lights. You see no lights on, visible through the windows. If you were to approach the doors, you could definitely tell they are locked. And
Galena.
Remind me, what's your passive perception for you two again?
16.
13.
16, 13. Okay, give me a second.
Well, that's just a pickle, and it's Varen kind of just like budges the door lock, but it's like, yeah, it's not opening.
Yeah.
As you're by the door, you do hear what seems to be a sound from inside, and then it kind of stops when you kind of go for the door.
Huh. Well then.
Oh.
I guess
I kind of raise my voice a little and say, I guess we can ask about tickets later.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Right. Can I do So, how, I guess, is this building around a bunch? Is it around a bunch of other buildings, or what's it looking like?
It is around other buildings. There are like it is on a branch by itself, but there are like it is within eyesight of other buildings. If that's kind of what you're asking, like your maybe next building is over probably like 40, 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it?
So
Are they taller than? Sorry, you first.
No. I was just gonna ask, would it be too hard to sneak around the back unseen by anyone on the street? But you tell me.
There's not too many people out and about right now, so it really wouldn't be that hard if you're trying to just kind of do it incognito like.
Right, but go ahead, Eddie.
I was just probably wondering, like, you said that there was windows, and I'm just wondering if there's like a somewhere I can jump off and glide, so that way I can land on the roof or something, and just toss a rope down.
If you want to travel upward to another, like a couple branches up, you probably could. This is a larger building, so it's not unfeasible to do something like that. Just know though, gliding onto the roof, especially in this neighborhood, while there's not too many people out, that someone sees you doing that, you would know that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign, and that could get you into trouble.
Fair enough. Well,
I'll just
maybe
kind of. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say maybe it would be better if we did your idea and snuck around back.
Yeah, I kind of motion to Varen and say, "You don't have to do anything special. Just, two friends taking a walk around the theater, seeing it's beautiful and all. We're just watching it, seeing it from all the angles, and checking to see if a lot of people have been coming in through the back or something."
Totally. I mean, it's not every day that you see a marble building. So, actually, I'm just wondering how the hell they got all this crap up here. This sounds impressive.
The
marble is not light at all. It's very heavy.
No! Like this is, like I said, marble is a very rare material to see up here, and in such large quantities is very unusual. But it is. You do notice it is on a very sturdy and large branch.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of regretting now not being in my bandit days, because I could chip some of this off and would have been making off like an bandit, I guess.
Kind of glance over and go, "Oh, you too? Cool."
Oh, you're a bandit too?
Yeah. Once upon a time. But yeah. Rad.
Yeah, I'm guessing muscle work.
Yeah. Muscle work, scouting, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of like nod, and I'm like, how do you end up with these guys? Just kind of ran into them, same as the rest of them, or?
Well, I mean, if you mean run into them as in completely crash into them by accident because I fell off a tree, then yes.
Ooh, trees are rich.
Yeah, especially when you're landing on the big guy.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, I got the flower though, so that was a good potion.
Nice. I think. I mean, I don't know what the fuck a potion does. Well your potion would do. But...
It's the one I gave you.
Wait, you gave me a potion? When did you give me a potion?
The healing potion.
Oh. I snort and kind of tap my head, and I'm like, oh, dumb.
Yeah. No, I'll just tap his head. Is there anybody in the back of the theater? Just curious.
So as you're walking around the building, you do see a side entrance, probably the one you were told about. If you continue to go around to the back, you will see there is another exit back there. The side walls are like there's more pillars and stuff like that. But as with most theaters, they don't typically have a lot of windows for obvious reasons. So it's kind of hard to get a look in.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation check around the ground and anything within eyesight to see, okay, were there a lot of people or some being coming in through a weird entrance. Like, I expect there to be a lot of dust disturbance up in the front, you know? That's the normal, everyone's tracking in and out. But, like, on the side entrance or anything, are there any weird people? Are there any drag marks of any kind? Anything that could look suspicious?
Roll me an investigation check.
Cool. Then I remember I don't have proficiency in this. Oh, cool, that's a nat 20. Never.
Searching around, you knowing when there's signs of odd behavior. It doesn't look like there was anything that was forced or dragged. You can definitely tell that there doesn't seem to be any unusual traffic here. Like, the stone and pavement seems to be a little less worn down here, but that's not to be, like, that's not to be unexpected, considering that these back and side entrances are usually only used for, like, casts and people who work here, so they tend to have a lot less foot traffic.
Yeah. Cool.
But nothing suspicious that catches your eye.
Yeah. Nothing jumps out to me.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, we know if we go out one way, if we need to make a quick exit, probably only a couple of ways out that are going to be easy for everyone who's, you know, not a bird or can't jump 15 feet, you know.
Actually, that is... Okay, you said that there's not many windows. How many windows are there? Just curious.
The windows would be at the front entrance and only there because that's where the lobby is.
Oh, okay. So
Otherwise,
probably not a good idea to break in through the front, I would say.
generally speaking, no.
Yeah.
No.
As a professional bandit, I can tell you right now, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Farrell will just shrug and he's like, all right, well, he's gonna pull out his thieves' tools and kind of rolls them out. He looks for his lockpicks. He's like, I guess we're making our way through the back entrance.
Trying to decide. But yeah, I'm not sure if we need to, but it would be nice to know exactly what we're getting into. But things go sour, you know. I don't really want to get, you know,
Yeah, totally.
Turned into any guards. Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, now that if I unlock it now, we won't have to unlock it later.
True.
All right. So is it right if I try to pick the back door?
You may. I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy when doing this.
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
should I roll stealth first?
Yeah, I'd roll stealth first. Oh, alrighty then.
Awesome. And
Alright, so you do this very covertly when at the door, so you don't really look that suspicious.
yeah.
As he's-
I'm behind 2-2.
God, good luck with that. But as he's doing that, can I keep an eye out to see anything around us?
Make a perception check.
All right. 6.
Nope, coast is clear. Things look good.
Valid.
So, as I'm sneaking, I'm just picking the lock and just hear just like a little click. Unless it's a very powerful lock. So.
No, with a 23, you are definitely able to unlock it. Are you going in, or are you just kind of leaving it unlocked?
Well, first Varen will kind of stuff back his tools back into his pouch and then just roll it back up and throw it in his bag. And he gives Tutu like the signal, like, yeah, it's unlocked now.
All right. Tutu will kind of nod and just casually walk over there and be like, all right, let's see if we can get in. Scope the place out.
All right, sounds good. And Varen will take out a bit. Actually, you know what? First, before we do that, Varen's going to take out a small thing of oil and kind of just, oil the hinges on the door. Just not to make too much noise.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You do so. I'm still gonna ask you guys to make stealth checks as you enter the building.
All right. 20 and
Nice.
17.
All right.
Oh, 17 and 20. Sorry.
It's all good.
All right. You guys are able to open the lock, get in. Are you closing the door behind you or just leaving it open?
Oh, definitely closing.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea.
Okay. So as you guys sneak in behind the back, you seem to find yourself in what looks to be kind of a back room where there seems to be like mirrors and stuff like that. You gather this is probably like the changing room where people get prepped for the plays and stuff.
I always wanted to be an actor, but I was kind of didn't have the chops for it.
Huh. Well, you make a pretty decent healing potion. There's that.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. Well,
Yeah.
maybe one day.
Hey, fair enough.
Is there anybody? Is it right if I like roll investigation to see if we see anybody, or?
That would be more of a perception check.
Okay.
Fair. All right.
But yeah, you guys can make perception checks.
Okay. 9. Wow.
As you are, Tutu, you're just kind of excited. This is exciting, and also it's like, ooh, look at all the fun little makeup they put out there.
I don't particularly into makeup, have to say.
There's also lots of shinies with
Okay, definitely the shinies.
yeah, there's like props on the table and stuff like that. But Varen, you hear kind of a whistling, kind of further in, as it's just kind of a.
Okay. I assume that's not in the same room, so I can't see the person that's whistling.
Yep.
All right. Mary will just give a small nudge to Tutu and just say, just kind of give him like the nod, like I see I hear something over there, but kind of just a nudge. That's it.
Yeah. Susie will nod and kind of point at her own eyes and then in the direction of where Varen pointed and kind of, I guess, tilt her head and, you want to go look?
Varen will just give a small nod and just like, yep. And I guess we'll sneak on forward.
All right. Yep. So your current stealth checks will hold for that. As you guys kind of sneak out, you guys sneak your way over, kind of like you kind of like sneak your way to the backstage, and you see what looks to be a Gallus man, and you can just see him with a broom, and he's just kind of like sweeping the aisles. As he's just kind of giving a little jaunty whistle as he's doing it. The lights are a little dim, but they're bright enough for him to be able to like easily see and do his work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm not to profile or anything, but I don't think that's the guy that was asking to meet with us.
I shake my head and say, let's look around, but I don't think there's going to be much of anything in here right now.
All right. Maybe we should look for traps first, and then we'll just get the hell out.
Yeah.
All right.
Thumbs
up. If you guys are going to be looking for traps while trying to avoid this man, I would ask for an investigation check from both of you and another stealth check, as you guys are now like actively searching for things in here, trying to avoid you guys' attention.
So which one first?
Get me the stealth check first, and that will determine whether or not you can hit that. Okay. 11. Okay, let me roll. Okay. So, Tutu, things are going well for you. Varen, though, as you're kind of like poking around the stage and whatnot, you kind of like you feel one of your like talons raise up against something, and then you just hear bump bump as kind of like it's kind of like a wooden pole just like falls over, and the guy like kind of jumps and like turns around. He doesn't immediately see you, but he is definitely now cautious of his environment. He goes, "Is anyone there?" He's heading over towards the direction where that came from, and he's kind of like holding his broom, like he's ready to defend himself if something jumps out at him. Hello?
I'm gonna. Okay, so quick question: which is he in an aisle right now?
He's walking down like the main aisle.
Okay. Are these aisles? Are they kind of? Do they have like a? You know how most benches kind of like have the backside and then the seats. I'm just wondering if the backside goes completely down to the ground or not, or if it's kind of like a multiple legs kind of scenario.
No, so think of it kind of like your high school auditorium, where
Okay, so mine did
it's
have
like
Okay.
okay, maybe mine was different, but
my benches were like where they like had multiple legs. We just they were. Dang.
It's like rows and chairs. It's kind of like if you go to the movie theaters, it's like rows and chairs, and then you can like fold down the seats so you can sit down, but it's like solid rows. There are holes in the back so people can like, and there's enough space so like people can have their tail feathers out comfortably.
Is it small enough for a raptor to get in?
Yeah, you can definitely hide between the aisles if that's what you're seeking to do.
Yeah. Varen, you know what? Okay, so Varen is going to try and pull out one of the ball bearings that he has, and he's going to just toss it, stealthily toss it behind the guy, and then hide.
All right.
Just just a distraction noise.
All right, make me a stealth check.
Behind or maybe to your. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you wait for just the right moment as you toss the ball bearing, and you're so fucking lucky I rolled a natural 2 on this. You toss the ball bearing. He looks over that way, and then you kind of like just whoosh, right behind him, and just kind of like get behind one of the aisles as he kind of goes over and looks over that way.
Okay. Varen's gonna just give like a little sigh of relief, but like he's just waiting for this guy to pass by at this point.
He kind of like looks around for a few minutes, but eventually just goes, "Yeah, damn rats, man. We have another fucking infestation."
Man, just Tutu hear that, please. Oh god.
Oh yeah, Tutu, like you would hear that.
I'm slightly offended, but not quite stupid enough to get all up in arms over it right now.
You do know that rats are an actual thing here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I figured. But
yeah, all of your animal counterparts do exist in this world.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
But I also imagine that rats is probably even if some Gerbine are rat folk, I guess it can probably be used as an insulting term anyway.
Yeah, no, like it absolutely could be under the right circumstances. Under this one, probably not.
Yeah. Anyway, can I roll the investigation check while this is going on?
Yes, you are aware that Varen is kind of having to duck and dive behind this guy, so he's not getting a chance to look, but you're able to use that to your advantage and take a look around if you want.
9.
With a 9, things seem pretty okay. You don't see any traps, don't see anything that's not on the up and up. Yeah, this place checks out.
All right. With that, then I'll kind of return to the door and wait for Varen to finish either mocking the poor grouse guy or investigating or coming back.
All right. So, you do that. Varen, what are you up to? Are you? You spent a good amount of time kind of having to hide away from this guy. Tutu, you see Tutu. They seem ready to go. Are you
Alright.
going to try to stick around and look around more, or are you going to leave before you make this guy more nervous?
You know what? Varen would probably trust that Tutu would report anything if she saw anything. So he's just gonna say, "Okay, they're leaving, so I think it's time I should get up too."
I will say it is easy enough for you guys to get out, if you so desire. I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Yes.
All right.
Getting
You
out,
get out.
shutting the door, though not locking it. All of that.
Yeah.
Noted. So you go out. You close the door behind you. You're outside. What are you guys doing?
Varen's gonna just scratch the back of his hand and says, "Yeah, I might need to work on my sneaking around a little bit."
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. He didn't catch you. That's what matters, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, nothing jumped
did
out
it?
at me. No.
Alright.
Just props, more props.
Well, I have to look at those things when we come back.
I know, right?
You saw a pamphlet for one of the plays that was probably played during this night.
Oh, hey, they're playing cats. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Andy, I hate you. Well, we're gonna make a canon. Cats is actually a good musical in this universe, though.
I unironically liked the movie, thank you very much, and the musical.
Laura,
Thank you.
I judge you as a person, but we will move on from that.
Yeah.
Actually,
so
that's you know what the funny thing, Laura, is that when Heath invited me over one time, we were gonna watch a movie, and that was the movie he suggested.
No, you forget, Andy. We were watching bad movies. You got to put
Yeah.
that in there. We were purposely watching the worst movies we could think of to mock them.
so
What did we end up watching again? Oh yeah, Miami Connection. That's it.
Yes, and the killer cat thing.
But okay, sorry. Go on, Mike.
You guys start heading back. While this has been happening, I'll say you guys were probably gone for half an hour. It took you to get there, half an hour to get back. I'll say you guys were probably in there for at least, we'll say half an hour or so. For an hour and a half, what is happening at Fort Lyron?
It's being well defended. I am taking I'm taking a short rest for that hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. Ian is also taking a short rest, but is touching up on his statue of his duck and him.
Yeah, Rocco took a short rest after he finished fixing the door, which I'm assuming takes less than half an hour.
I will say it took you about half an hour, but you will have enough time to get your short rest in.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing just like we're coming back and we just see them just all like just have like this really elaborate pillow fortress like a 10-year-old make.
Yeah, no, like they got blankets and pillows from other rooms, and now they're having a pillow war.
Nice.
This is basically becoming that episode from Community.
There
So,
we go.
what'd you guys find out?
Found a rooster out there.
Yeah.
It's cleaning.
Okay.
Little janitor.
And
That is.
that's
Yeah.
That's all I saw.
Great. So, do we want to check out this meeting then?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Doesn't
up to
like there's a whole army in there or anything.
Well, fair
I mean,
enough.
okay.
I mean,
Did you
I'd
guys?
say that's up to Lyron, since he is the one that he was spoken to.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make Lyron come very easily.
That's taken out of context. Good job.
Yep, there it is.
Look, there it is.
You know what? I'm very tempted to give you inspiration for that, but I will hold off on that.
In any
Go on.
case, yeah, Ian. So,
I will defend my fort to my dying breath, Ian.
Are you
Please
willing
do not break the
hotel room
Resident
again.
Inn.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
just go, guys. Come on, we got nothing better to do.
Lyron, if you come with us peacefully, I'll buy you a brand new book.
hold on, let me check how. Like, let me see if I am wise enough to not say this out loud. Okay, I don't say the immediate thing I was gonna say, so I sigh.
Alright.
I was gonna say I am not Ian.
Oh, trust me, I'm not comparing you to Ian. In fact, I think Lyrian is the complete and total antithesis of what Ian is.
Probably. They guess.
That's an insult to Lyran.
Come on, guys, we gotta get ourselves over there. Varen, did you want to like scout up to make sure we're not in an ambush during the meeting?
Yeah, sure.
Like, you found places you could hide up there, I'm assuming.
I mean, okay. You said that was a multi-layer. Michael, was there anywhere I could feasibly kind of have a sniping position?
If you wanted to get up into the stage rafters where like they have like the sandbags and lights and crap like that, you probably could. You didn't necessarily seek that ways up there when you were there. You figure it's probably not going to be too difficult to find them a way up there if you need to.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
honestly, I suppose worst case scenario, if they try to kill us, we can just drop the tree and get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing, I mean, I don't know if we'll actually need this, but Ian, you have a big backpack, and I am very small. I bet I could fit in your backpack.
It is currently occupied by ducks and the majority Wainwright stuff.
Also,
No, you could
God.
take out the ducks,
I
wear
like,
them. Sorry, go on.
I like where your head's at, Tutu, but I don't really see how that's going to be beneficial.
Well, okay, so here's the thought. I get in the backpack, takes me in. When you all are talking and you get a moment, he just kind of lowers the backpack. I scoot out, and I am quiet, mouse in the night. And if anything goes wrong, I don't actually have a bow, so I can't snipe anyone. Never mind.
Dude. Roko's like,
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Once the plan succeeds, the plan succeeds. I don't do anything, but the plan has succeeded.
I still have my longbow, surprisingly enough, so I could give him my crossbow if you want.
Are you a small creature?
Yes, but I have this ability. Wait, I know I don't have it on tab, but minstrel raptors are the only small creatures that could actually use a longbow.
Then
Nice.
why give it to the Gerbine?
he wants to give
No,
him
I'm
the
giving her the light crossbow.
I mean, I've got a light crossbow I could give the Gerbine as well. But
I have a javelin.
But the fact is I don't think we necessarily need to have the two sniper positions, or you guys could just sneak in together to snipe from the rafters.
Yeah.
Like, the backpack seems overly complicated.
Yes,
Fair
but
enough.
it was a fun idea, damn it.
I know. You just want to be carried by Ian so badly.
You touch his antlers again without asking, he's gonna throw you harder.
it's just like
He will throw you off the top of the tree.
Roko's just been looking at dude. He's like, I've never seen a dude being so obsessed with Ian before. It's just like
I've never seen a Gerbine so eager to die.
It wasn't. He's the
Get backpedal out of this one.
here. It's not that hard to understand. He's just really tall.
Yes.
Well, in any case, guys, let's head over to the meeting, see if there's anything there.
Alrighty. As we're walking, Varen will just make sure that his crossbow is working and that his bow is not broken.
The bow, not broken.
Excellent. Well, I mean, he hasn't been carrying it around recently because he switched to crossbow recently, so. Yeah.
So we wander over to the for the meeting, Michael.
Okay. So you guys wait the appropriate amount of time, then head over. Lyran, are you going with them? That was unclear.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all head over there. So you guys get to the theater. Are you all heading to the side entrance?
Well, we still got like you see, so it's only been we got about an hour before it starts, right?
Yeah, you have an hour before you have to head out.
Andy or Varen,
Hmm.
you think you can get back in there and camp out for the place before they get there and keep yourself hidden?
Yes, I probably could.
Perfect. The rest of us are going through the front door. But if you see any
Wait.
problems, shoot an arrow through. Try to warn us. Like if there's an ambush waiting.
Alrighty.
We were told to go through the side door.
Whatever, the door.
Do you guys want me to unlock the front door before we
How'd you
Before
get
we
in the
do that.
first time?
I went to the
Side
back
door.
door.
Side door or back door? You both said something different.
It's the
I thought it was
same.
back.
Refers to the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got in the way they asked you to get in already, right?
No, you guys got in the back. There's a side door. There's a front door, a side door, and a back door.
So which one did we go in, Michael?
Back
You went
door.
through the back.
Back, okay. I mean, I can unlock the side door if you want.
Well, we got an hour, so what do you guys think? Should we scout out ahead and plan for just in case they want problems, or we just go in?
Hmm.
I shrug as I reconsider Fort Lyran.
You know, let's just head in. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we got Ian. Who the fuck would try to mess with us?
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
The worst case scenario, I can always make another cripple.
We're all gonna walk forward.
God.
I can too, and I'll follow Roko.
After like everything is done in Humblewood, I just imagine Ian and Roko just go off and have their bloody adventures.
One's
So-
a fucking sociopath, the other's Ian.
Yep. So you guys head down to the theater. You're all going through to the side entrance, correct?
Yeah, we're just gonna go in.
Okay. So you head into the side entrance. You go to the side entrance around the appropriate time.
2020.
I'm assuming you guys are knocking 4 times,
Yes.
and you just hear a voice from the other side go, "The theater is closed."
I respond that we have an appointment.
You see the door open, and the voice say, "Right this way."
We follow.
We do.
Alright, so you get in. You, Varian and Tutu, recognize who this is. This is the janitor.
Hey.
Evening, sir. Sorry. Evening, sir.
Evening. Alright. Well, mate. And
Nice.
he starts leading you guys to the main theater hall. He walks you over to where the band pit is, and you can see him move the conductor's podium, and he just kind of like pushes it aside, and you see what seems to be a hatch there. And he says, "Now, just to give you guys some warning, I'd recommend you guys be polite. You're about to have a meeting with a very important VIP."
Oh shit, the last time I was told to do this.
And he opens the hatch for you, and you can see what seems to be kind of a tunnel with a ladder leading downward that looks like it's leading not into more of the building, but into the branch itself.
Oh fuck! Am I gonna have to like get on? Like, how tall is this area? Am I gonna have to, like crouch down?
Well, if you guys head down, it's spacious enough. You can stand up. You don't really have too much. Your horns are a little close to the ceiling, but like you have room to operate.
All right, all right.
But you guys get down there. The tunnels are decently lit. And he gets down there and he says, He says, "All right, follow me."
Okay.
He takes you down this kind of like winding path until eventually you guys see a big oaken door. He opens it for you, and he says, "And just make sure we're on the same page. You are under watch." As you guys see this room, there's a big red curtain in the middle of it. Kind of that looks like it's cutting a section of the room off. But you see what looks to be a table with fine chairs, and you can see what looks to be uh, there's a pitcher of water with glasses in front of each of the chairs. There seems to be one for each of you. And on the sides of the room, you kind of see what looks to be like a bookshelf, another desk, and some other miscellaneous furniture here and there. Your meeting will start shortly. Make yourselves comfortable. But you also do see in this room, before I forget, there are a few bird folk in here already. And they look big and they look mean. Like, they look like they are the kind of people you would hire to protect someone important. Though they don't have any sort of markings or insignias on them.
Huh.
Is there like a designated place for us to sit down, or can I just go sit down anywhere?
It's kind of implied that the tables with the glasses is where you should be sitting.
Cool. I'm gonna go sit down where the table is with the glasses.
As you guys take your seats, you see a Luma woman. She has these light gray feathers. She kind of comes up to you and says, "Would any of you like a drink besides water?"
What
I
is
think
there?
I'm okay.
We have all manners of wines, ales, juices, milk.
Juice?
Yes.
I'll take some mead.
Do you have any apple juice?
Yes, that can be procured very easily.
I love how Ian's just this big hulking monstrosity, but has the personality of a fine.
Dude, I am unnaturally addicted to apple juice in real life. I can't not
Agreed.
order it.
Apple juice is actually delicious.
Yeah. But I just imagine though they give it. I'm just picturing Ian with like a child's sippy cup though, drinking it right now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no, he has the souvenir cup from the duck restaurant, remember?
Oh, that's right. So yes, exactly that.
So
I'm gonna be right back, but I'll be listening.
Okay.
Just quiet.
we have a mead and apple juice. Nothing for you, sir. And what about you two?
Just
I hold up a hand in the negative.
All right.
I'll just have water if that's all right.
All right. Feel free to pour yourself a glass.
Karen will
she
do
takes
so.
She leaves. About 30 seconds later, she comes back with all of your drinks.
By the time Ian has put on his battle bib in preparation,
Has Ian just been wearing the hats just like all day?
he has not taken it off.
I see. Nice. Yes, this is the great adventuring party that will save Humblewood, surely.
You underestimate the power of the rubber duck.
God.
So, as you guys sit there for a minute, you see a Corvian fellow, one that looks very familiar to you, Lyran. And he says, "What is about to be discussed here today is what we would call confidential and classified. I assume all of you here are well enough to keep a secret if asked to do so."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Currently sipping on a sippy cup with a fucking rubber duck bib. Most trustful person ever.
I promise not to say a word.
No.
I nod. I do have access to the wizard spell list, so theoretically, Skywrite is a thing.
I swear to God, Jordan, please, I am asking you not to.
No, I'm not.
Thank you.
It's just funny.
So, he says, all right. And as he says that, he gives a nod, and you can see the other birdfolk in the room kind of like draw the curtain up, and you see before you a face you've all seen before. A Luma with these light gray feathers. She is wearing beautiful white robes with this with these golden edges and inlays. Lots of jewelry around her neck and on her talons. You all recognize this as to be a member of the Birdfolk Council. More specifically, for those of you who are familiar with the very basics of life of the Birdfolk Council, this is Archbishop Lima Luxlutama. And she looks at you all, she says, "Thank you very much for meeting me here. I appreciate your willingness to speak with me under such unusual terms." And that is where we're going to end the session.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
That was a good session.
Very cool.
Very
Absolutely,
cool.
really nice.
Thank you.